Ladies and gentlemen, direct your attention now to 50-yard line. Our Sanford Brandon Clinic staff members, Clinic Director Mike Krisnak, Dr. Nicholas Van Ness, Certified Nurse Practitioner Lisa Ziegeldorf, and Certified Nurse Midwife Terry Engelman. Representing Brandon Valley High School Activities Director, Mr. Randy Marceau. Sanford Health is presenting a check in the amount of $10,000 to Brandon Valley High School. This gift is given to support Brandon Valley students to help them reach their goals. Please help me by thanking Sanford Health for their generous support. Delivering tonight's game ball to Pigskin Classic chairs Peggy and Clayton Siegfried are the Brandon Valley Athletic Booster Club Volunteers of the Year. First up, Renee Glagey. Wave, Renee. Spent several years as the girls soccer representative and the membership chair for the Booster Club and organized the area of the Booster Club into a major fundraising for the group. Her organizational efforts have made the transition to new chairs of that area a smooth and seamless one. Thank you, Renee. Mr. Todd Long is a longtime Brandon Valley supporter, softball and girls golf representative, and has been instrumental in the effects to secure the live pig auction at the Pigskin Classic. Todd also is the voice of the Lynx TV for Lynx Volleyball and is the chief statistician of Lynx Football. Todd is currently heading a committee to enhance video board production at Brandon Valley Activities Center. Again, thank you and congratulations, Renee and Todd, Athletic Booster Club Volunteers of the Year. Aberdeen Central fans, please welcome your Golden Eagles.
I saw a picture. I've only seen one picture of them in the offseason. They look like small men. Aberdeen Central 0-2. Yeah. We'll go wherever they take the field because I do want to watch this.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Brandon Valley Athletic Booster Club would like to welcome you to the 18th Annual PigSkin Classic. The Brandon Valley Booster Club's mission is to promote Brandon Valley High School athletics while encouraging superior sportsmanship and community participation. To accomplish its mission, the Booster Club sponsors events, provides scholarships, purchase equipment, and help funds participation in sports camp. The Booster Club's membership firmly believes that these efforts will help foster a community of capable athletes, students, and citizens. This AAA 11-man high school football game features our guests this evening, the Golden Eagles of Aberdeen Central High School.
From Brandon Valley High School here in Brandon, South Dakota, it is once again time for Brandon Valley Lynx football right here on Lynx TV. The Q.
Introducing first the defensive starters for the Golden Eagles.
226. Good evening, everybody. I'm Kyle Roki alongside
defensive starters for the Golden
Wade
Eagles.
Ellis, two-time state champion for the Brandon Valley Lynx. Ken McEwen will be back with us in our next home game. Unfortunately, he had to take the night off. But we are excited for football here in the 18th Annual Pigskin Classic. The 1-1 Brandon Valley Lynx getting ready to take on the 0-2 Aberdeen Central Eagles. First time we've had a game on Lynx TV where the Lynx have not been playing Washington High School to start the season. The Lynx did lose that game to Washington 28-14, but they are coming off a huge win against the Lincoln Patriots in double overtime, 29-28, game-winning two-point conversion on a great throw from Tommy Skolton. Tommy has looked really good to start the season. The Lynx defense is really, I think, what a lot of people are going to be talking about. Maybe not as much as Roosevelt's, but that is definitely the strength of the team so far that we've seen, and they will look to have some success tonight in the home opener on this beautiful brand-new turf. First time the Lynx have taken the field on this. And Wade, every year it seems like the Lynx have a great shot at making, at least getting close to the state championship. It looks like it's going to be the same again this year. They look like to be the top team in the ESD, and they got to get it started off tonight with a very young but decently athletic Aberdeen Central team, and we'll see how this thing rolls on the new turf.
Exactly, and you couldn't ask for a better night for football. A super jacked up crowd tonight, and it's just a pleasure to be here. The weather's perfect, and back to the Sioux Falls, and we'd be there in the end. I totally believe we will. Washington really didn't dominate us like everybody thought they were going to, and Roosevelt seems to be the standout this year for sure out of the Sioux Falls.
Shutting out Washington.
That was
crazy.
Unbelievable. I thought that was a typo when I watched the news that night.
Absolutely, and we're announcing the cheerleaders right now. The Lynx offensive starters will be announced. Let's talk about Tommy quick. Tommy Skolton, second year starting, didn't start every game last year. Ty McCann, who's now starting at wide receiver, number 6, also made a couple starts while Tommy was injured. But I think that was a really important game that he played against Lincoln. I didn't see much of it, but from what I've been hearing, threw an absolute perfect strike to get the win on a slant route.
Beautiful pass.
Yes, and that is such a big moment because this year being a junior, that's the type of game and those are the types of plays that get the team behind you where they say, you know what, we don't have to worry about the quarterback. Quarterback's fine. This Lynx offense, a lot of names that are coming back that look familiar, but it is just really nice to have a good leader. The Lynx have been so lucky to have such great quarterbacking, and I think Tommy's going to be one of those in the next 2 years.
He is a leader, I know for a fact, on and off the field, and you could see his composure in that game against Lincoln. I mean, he held it together. He didn't get rattled, stepped up, made that throw, and I'll tell you, for only being a junior, I can't wait to watch him next year.
Yeah, no doubt. And I talked to him a little bit in the offseason. He was really excited. I kind of mentioned to him about Braden Peterson being gone. And he didn't say this, but he did seem like he was kind of ready to take over this offense. He could tell he was kind of excited about the opportunity. And, they got a couple of offensive linemen back. Quinn Grody, obviously huge, 255-pound senior. Jack Harbison, the Lynx, once again, those big corn-fed farmer boys, they're always tough up front. They've always had a really good offensive line. And I haven't seen much of Jesse Steffel yet at running back. But what have you seen from him?
Well,
he's not Braden Peterson, but who is?
No, but I'll tell you what, he goes both ways. He's stepped up. He's accepted that challenge. He takes his rest when he can. In certain situations, it's obvious, but you run that ball and you get beat on, and let's face it, you play 2 Sioux Falls schools right out of the gate. They're no cupcakes, and they came to bring them.
No doubt. And I think that playing 2 Sioux Falls teams, both on the road, is really going to slow things down when it comes to playing the ESD. And I'm obviously not slamming the ESD in any way, shape, or form, but, I mean, it's just a whole different monster when you're playing against those Sioux Falls teams. So now the ESD schedule gets started. We're going to have 4 home games this year. We already got 2 road games, out of the way. They're going to be comfortable here, and I think this is a really good opportunity to give a lot of Lynx fans that haven't seen the Lynx play yet. It's really going to show what kind of a team that they are because, let's be honest, they are expected to win tonight. And we'll see game action here in just a moment. We got our national anthem coming up, and I believe it will be, once again, the trumpet line. Has been the last few years. If not, we will correct that, but your national anthem coming up.
Playing our national anthem will be the Brandon Valley Trumpet Line under the direction of drum major Emily Hensley. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
So the Lynx and the Eagles. Lynx once again 1-1. Aberdeen Central 0-2. The Lynx currently ranked 4th in the top 5. So we're going to get the coin toss going here. Just give you some quick starters here for the Brandon Valley Lynx. Jared Vanderbush, Zach Bennett, Jack Harvison, Quinn Grody, and Zach Rogow, will be starting up front. They're the Brandon Valley Moving Company. Cole Siegfried starting at tight end. Andrew Hansen, fullback. Cole Siliuson, Ty McCann, Carter Altoff, the wide receivers. Jesse Steffel and Tommy Skolton round out your offense. Tanner Neuenhaus, Sam Cronky, Noah Hofer, Parker Reed up front for the Lynx. Linebackers Andrew Hansen and Isaiah Campbell. Corners Caden Johnson and Jordan Block. Jesse Steffel, Ethan Tellenhusen, and Devin Jones are starting at defense. I wanted to mention the defense because there's a lot of recognizable names on that defense other than, Cade Shavir. I think the entire starting lineup from last year is back, and it is full of seniors except for Jesse Steffel, the junior, and the sophomore Parker Reed.
And Parker Reed he's going to be a dominant force. You wait. We're going to be calling his name for the next couple of years, that's for sure. He's a big, athletic kid, plays defensive end, and he knows how to get to the quarterback.
All right, coin toss going on right now. We'll see which side of the ball the Lynx will have. Just go through a couple of our sponsors. Once again, we would not be here without our sponsors on Lynx TV, and we will also be streaming on YouTube as well this year. And we'll see if we can get that stream put up so people can watch it all through the week because everybody has so much time on their hands. The Harry Buck team at Hague Realtors are the people to call in the Brandon Valley area for all your real estate needs. Call Harry 605-366-0221 or Miriam Hackler 630-400-4860 or Susan Anderson 605-201-1087. They are your hometown team of real estate professionals. Just go to harrybuck.com to learn more about available properties in our area. Alliance Communication is the leading internet, cable, TV, and phone provider in the Brandon Valley area. Alliance customers have access to 100% fiber to the home, which puts them light years ahead of most households throughout the country. We are proud sponsors of Lynx TV. Lynx will defer to the second half, so they will kick off against the Aberdeen Central Eagles in the 18th annual Pigskin Classic. I'm excited to see this defense. We've talked about it already. And they really held their own in their first 2 games. I understand that they gave up 28 points in both of them, but to 2 very good opponents. That is not the same Lincoln team that we saw last year, last weekend on a weird Saturday afternoon start. We don't get too many afternoon starts here. This game included. This game is starting right at 7 o'clock. Kickoff just seconds away. Kicking for the Brandon Valley Lynx will be Jory Sorensen.
Number 7, Jordan Snap for the Golden Eagles.
You know, I was counting, Kyle, Aberdeen, I don't know if it's just they're traveling or whatever it is, but I counted 48 kids on the sideline over there.
Wow.
Numbers for a AA school.
That's small.
Yeah, that's small.
Number 7, Jordan Schneit is back to receive for Aberdeen Central, as well as Chris Weber. Sorensen starts it off, and we're underway from Brandon Valley High School. Yep, it's a short kick return by Jackson Rolfs, and Rolfs heads to the left side, and he's going to be down at the 20.
Tripped up by Tellinghusen.
Yep. We'll see Tellinghusen probably get some time here today as he is starting at safety as well. So here comes Aberdeen Central with their starting quarterback, Austin Huff. And they are going to try and make a statement early because they have struggled in their first 2 games.
Kyle, I'm glad that we're wearing red tonight. I had the pleasure of helping keep stats for the Washington game. We wore white, and I couldn't read a number.
Yep, that's what I heard. Plenty of media members had things to say about that. So on first down, it is going to be a quarterback keeper on the play fake. They faked it to Chris Weber, the starting running back. And Huff gets a gain of a couple.
Number 53, Tanner
Neuenhaus from the linebacker spot. He sniffed that out right away. He didn't even hesitate.
Gain of 2 yards on that
I think we're going to be saying that a lot this year because Neuenhaus had a great year last year.
And Andrew Hansen too. He played great. Them 2 first games he was lights out.
Well, they got a lot of shoes to fill with Trevere leading sack leader all time. Now at South Dakota State. Here's Huff again. And again, he's not going to get much, and it's Sorensen.
Quarterback keeper by Huff again.
Excuse me, that's Andrew Hansen, number 30.
Yep. There by number 30, Andrew Hansen.
So a couple of short runs for Aberdeen Central to start this game, and checking in for the Lynx is Sam Lemke.
Bring up a 3rd down and 7.
And the Lynx want to get the ball right back here. And it's 3rd down and 6, and we're hearing a little bit of a buzz from just about a full stadium.
A lot of the Brandon Valley fans are sitting on the opposite side. The bleachers are full.
Huff throws, and it is caught for a 1st down. Catch was made by Jackson Rolfs.
Tackled by Block, I believe.
By number 11, Jackson Rolfs.
And a nice throw by Huff, his first throw of the game. That was a nice play on the slant route, as Hofer's going to check back in for the Lynx.
1st down and 10.
And that's what Aberdeen Central wants. They want to get control here. And
probably see a lot of run pass tonight from them. Down and distance will be a big thing for them tonight.
Yep. And they already seen it 3rd and manageable. They had a 3rd and 6. Pretty vanilla so far. And this time they do hand it off to the right side. It is Weber. And he again pushes the pile for a couple.
Andrew Hansen on the tackle.
25.
And he's a tackle machine. He just
stretched that out.
Tackle
he had nowhere to go.
30 Hansen and Neuenhaus. 2-yard gain, 2nd down and 8.
This is a stout Lynx
Central.
front. And it'll be 2nd down.
And they are big.
2nd and 8 from the 45. And here is another handoff. And this time, right at the line of scrimmage, a pack of Lynx takes down Weber.
Steffel and
carry for Aberdeen Central. Steffel number 2 on the tackle.
Tanner Neuenhaus.
Loss on that play.
Loss of a couple.
3rd down and 9.
And it'll be 3rd and 9. And this Lynx want to get these guys backed up a little bit. There's a big difference between 3rd and 6 and 3rd and 9. We'll see.
You think it'd be an obviously passing situation here?
Oh, for sure.
We'll see.
See what defensive coordinator Matt Christensen's got up his sleeve. 3rd and 9. He will throw. Pressure. Huff rolls, tells his man to go deep, and he does, and it is incomplete flag.
He was hanging on the back of him, Kyle. There's no doubt about that.
Well, it didn't look like it was catchable, but that might have been because Devin Jones was holding on to his jersey. Pass was intended for Reese Burkhardt, and we'll check the flag. And I think Aberdeen Central just threw their way for another 1st down.
Yeah, that ball looked like it was going to be totally uncatchable, too.
Problem is, you got to give them a chance, and unfortunately, they did not. So another 1st down, and Aberdeen Central has it plus side of the field at the 41.
After the penalty, ball spotted at the 41-yard line.
It's time for us to stiffen up here a little bit.
1st down from the 41. Here's a play fake. Huff.
Three receiver route.
Just dumps it off. One-handed catch. Nice play, but this is going to be a loss of a yard as Jesse Steffel takes down Burkhardt.
Jesse Steffel, number 2 in the tackle.
So in those first 2 games against Washington and Lincoln, were the 2 teams that were playing against Lynx, were they effective throwing the ball, running the ball? Kind of what do you see?
It was a little bit of both. I mean, the Washington game, they kind of pinned us back. The first 2 series of the game, we had the ball inside the 20. A little unfortunate. Couldn't get out of our own way there.
Huff will hand this ball off, and a nice hole up the middle. Another nice run for Chris Weber.
Chris Weber on the carry, number 25.
Tackled by Isaiah Campbell.
For Aberdeen Central on the stop.
We talk about those 3rd and manageables. This is going to be very manageable. It's going to be a gain of 10 yards, and it'll be 3rd and about a yard and a half.
Gain on that play. That will bring up 3rd down.
And the Lynx really could use a stop here. And if they throw and it's incomplete, this is going to be 4-down territory because this.
Bringing in Isaac Rodriguez. He's a run stopper.
3rd and 1. They give it to him. And I don't think he got it.
I don't know if he got it. It's going to be
close.
awful close, Kyle.
A lot of Weber so far for Aberdeen Central. And they are signaling 4th down, but this might come down to a measurement, and it will.
This will be awful close, that's for sure.
At First National Bank, our student checking account is perfect for those 25 and under. It provides convenient access to tools like e-alerts and mobile banking while on the go. We are proud supporters of all things Brandon, including the new baseball complex, First National Bank Field at Aspen Park.
It looks like.
And now they're moving it. So they moved the chains. They brought them out halfway. And now I think they just wanted some TV time.
Looks like it's an equipment malfunction.
But they did signal a 1st down, so Weber just got it by the skin of his teeth. And a good opening drive that was on the crutch of a Lynx pass interference penalty. And it's now 1st down from the 31. They're going to hand it off to Weber again, but not this time.
Tellinghusen,
and Tanner Neuenhaus.
Tanner Neuenhaus.
Weber in the carry for the Golden Eagles.
That's what
the
big,
strong kid.
Number 53, Tanner Neuenhaus.
6'5", 205.
Our front lines, even since I've been in high school, have always been stout, strong, big, been effective running the ball, pass protection for guys like Skolton and Chase Marceau, Jake Como, Sam Rawl, Austin Sumner. Not all just one guy, but it does help having a good offensive line.
You're obviously not 50 yet because you remembered all them pretty easily.
Yeah, I did.
Like a hold there. Oh,
dump over the middle. Incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Noah Hofer read that perfect. That was a beautiful play, Kyle.
You don't usually see a nose guard in coverage, but it looks like they were trying to run some sort of interesting screen pass, and that was, you are right, that was a beautiful play by Hofer.
Stayed home and
bring up a Golden Eagle 3rd down.
All right, 3rd and 11. Now let's not let them convert here.
Nope.
I did not have a chance to see the Aberdeen kicker warming up. Be awful long from here, but if they get 7 or 8.
Yeah. Tyler Two Eagle is the kicker. We'll see if he gets an opportunity here. Deep down the left side. It is caught.
What a catch.
Down at the 1 yard line. What a throw and a catch by Jackson Rolfs. Huff popped that one up there. And a beautiful throw by the junior 6-foot quarterback.
Ball will be spotted at the 1 yard line. 1st down and goal.
You know, defensive-wise, he played him pretty good.
Good coverage. Gain of 31, and it's 1st and goal, Aberdeen Central.
Bring out the run stopper again. Isaac Rodriguez is back in.
Three of 4 so far for Huff.
Oh, his knee was down. I think they're going to.
Yeah, and this is a quarterback sneak, and it's not working. They're going to lose yardage on that play.
On the carry, Austin Huff, number 5.
Noah Hofer again in there for the stop. And the Lynx have been burned a few times already on 3rd down.
I don't know if they're going to be successful if they go back to that again. You got Sam Kroenke in there and Isaac Rodriguez right in the A-gaps. I don't know if.
Huff so far on this drive, 3 of 4, 47 yards. He was stuffed on 1st and goal. Now he's from the shotgun. He's going to try and run. Now he dumps it to the right side. Too tall. Oh, nope, he made the one-handed catch.
Nope, he missed it.
Incomplete, he dropped it on the far side of the field.
Pass intended for number 13, Makai Jones.
That one was intended for Makai Jones.
3rd down and goal.
And it will be 3rd and goal. Another 3rd down opportunity for the Lynx defense. And to hold them to a field goal here would be big. Halfway through the 1st quarter already, Brandon Valley hasn't even sniffed the ball yet. And it'll be 3rd and goal from the 1.
Got to give hats off to Aberdeen. They've managed the clock quite well.
Weber in the backfield, I formation. They're going to give it to him. Nothing too fancy. To the end zone.
I think he got in with a second effort.
No signal yet, and referee signaling 4th down. He did not get in.
Wow.
Big stop for the Lynx, but I think they're going to have another shot here because the offense is staying on the field, and that is on about the 3-inch line, it looks like from here. The ball is all the way across the hash mark. We are talking about less than a foot to the end zone.
And they had it about 1st and goal from right there, too.
4th down and goal for the
It's a great stand right here.
Quarterback sneak didn't work on 1st and goal, but I would not be too scared to go back to it. Timeout, Aberdeen Central.
They want to talk about it.
Well, I think you got to go for it here. You're 0-2 on the road with a crowd like this going against you. I think
an 0-2 record.
I don't see them kicking a field goal here, especially after such a good drive. Pizza Ranch, proud supporters of Brandon Valley activities and the finest pizza in town. Bring the family for our buffet before the game, or order our delicious roasted chicken or pizza after the game. 582-6322 is the number to call, and we'll deliver it to your doorstep, to your tailgater, or wherever you are in town. Go Lynx. And the Brandon Community Foundation is a permanent charitable endowment that supports activities that improve the quality of life for all ages in Brandon and Valley Springs. For more information, go to our website at brandoncf.org. Go Lynx. And the Brandon Valley Journal is your local news source covering all 11 Brandon Valley sports every week with stories and photos. You can get all the local news in print and online. If you haven't already subscribed, why don't you do it today after the game? 605-582-9999. Very easy to remember.
7.5-minute drive.
Man. And here comes the Aberdeen Central offense. 4th and goal from the 1. They got about 6 inches to go. Huff's going to sneak it again, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Aberdeen Central. And the Eagles strike first on a very, very good drive that took
he tried to
almost
go
7 minutes off the clock.
He tried to go right in that
right
off
to
the guard, yeah, and he had to bounce it outside. I don't think you're going to get around Rodriguez.
He can kick the extra point, number 21, Tyler Two-Eagle.
Kroenke in there.
Extra point from Two-Eagle.
All right, we get the jitters out here. We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
That was just get Aberdeen Central some excitement. Good snap, good hold. And it is 7-0 Aberdeen Central.
4:27 left in the first.
A great drive for the Eagles. And like we just said, that took 7 minutes and 33 seconds off the clock. A brilliant drive for Aberdeen Central, and that's exactly what they want to do. They want to keep the ball out of the hands of Brandon Valley's offense, hold it for as long as they can, and try and keep this a low-scoring game.
How many guys does Aberdeen have going both ways?
A lot.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of 11. All over half. Sign up for the Taco John's Rewards app on your phone for lots of deals and surprises. We have new and exciting products to choose from, and it's always made fresh for you. All of us at Taco John's want to thank you for your business. Go Lynx!
Looks like Mark Butchell-Knaus is back deep for the Lynx.
I think that's Tate Johnson on the other side.
Yep. Both of them are electrifying little running backs. Butchell-Knaus is only a sophomore, I believe.
Johnson, a senior.
Johnson's a sophomore also.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, we're looking good. I'm telling you, the next couple of years for Lynx football is going to be.
Short kick. Very short kick. Out of bounds. And the Lynx will have good field position to start this drive.
Kickoff went out of bounds. Typically flag and a
Kickoff went out of bounds near the 38-yard line. We'll see where they spot it. Right around the 37.
Now, can they take it there, or does it go to the 35? It goes.
I 5-yard penalty from the spot where it went out of bounds. So they'll have the ball right around the 43. And the Lynx have already broken the huddle with Tommy Skolton at quarterback. 2 wide receiver set.
Andrew Hansen's your fullback. Jesse Steffel.
And here's a play fake from Skolton. Dumps it off right. They wanted to go for it all, but it's incomplete. Intended for Cole Siegfried.
I thought he was going to pull the trigger there and hit Althoff. That seemed.
He's a good guy to go to, and he's going to have a big year.
He's got good hands, soft hands. I've enjoyed watching him play the two first games. He is
nice, tall, 6'3". McCann's got some height as well at 6'1". Flag. False start, Brandon Valley, I would assume. Nope, this is going to go against Aberdeen Central. That's encroachment, and it'll be 2nd and 5. Tommy's got all the tools, even the hard count.
Yes, he
After
does.
the penalty, be 2nd down and 5.
So 2nd and 5 now. That's McCann at the bottom of your screen. It's like Siegfried is the tight end out at the top.
They got him
again. They just jumped again.
You know, I don't know what he's watching. I didn't really
hear
Tom,
right on top of the ball.
And I didn't hear Thomas. I didn't hear him like he was barking or trying to draw him off or anything.
So the Lynx have run one play, have 0 yards, technically, offensively, but they get 2 encroachment penalties, and it's a 1st down. And a fumbled snap. Skolton has to fall on it.
Fumbled snap.
We're just out of sync.
We
just can't.
Feels like it on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
2nd down and 15 for the Lynx.
And it will be 2nd down for the Lynx. 2nd and 15 after the loss of 5. They're going to hand it off to Steffel.
Makes a nice cut.
And there's a good move from Steffel to get across the original line of scrimmage. Gain of 7. That'll bring up a 3rd and manageable for the Lynx. And, you know, I know it's still early in the game, but we're winding down the 1st quarter here. And the Lynx really got to get some points on the board. Already down 7-0.
There's a couple of positive plays that'd be really good right now. Just
3rd down and 8 for Brandon Valley.
Convert this thing. And
if they do get a few yards, I think they'd be in position to go for it. Kind of in no man's land at the 45.
Silly set in motion.
Tommy throws it left. Beautiful throw caught by Siegfried. 1st down to the 34-yard line. Take it down.
Flag comes in late. Flag came in late. Might be a face mask.
Yep, that usually means it was probably a defensive penalty.
That was a nice job by Siegfried. He went over the middle and he just kind of settled before he got to that cornerback over there, and he just kind of settled, slowed up, and Thomas threw a strike.
5-yard face mask. Austin Vegans checks into the game for the Lynx.
After the catch and penalty, spotted
sophomore.
27-yard line.
Lynx are pretty deep, and they're deep with young talent, which is very good.
That sophomore class is loaded.
1st and 10 for the Lynx from the 28. There's Hansen in motion. He becomes the fullback, and they're just going to hand it off to the right side in a decent-looking 1st down run. That was Tate Johnson.
To carry number 21 for the Lynx.
So Steffel checks out momentarily.
With the tackle.
Tate get a lot of touches in the first 2 games?
He did. He got quite a few in the Lincoln game.
Gain of 3 yards on that play.
It's one of them deals where, you know, you got to – it's tough to play both ways against a Sioux Falls school.
Mm-hmm. Well, like we said, Aberdeen Central's got just about everybody playing on both sides of the field. 2nd down, 3 wide receivers, 2 at the top of your screen for the Lynx. From the pistol, it's a handoff. I believe it was Johnson again, but this time he is bottled up in the backfield, tackled on the play by Dylan Stabner.
Brings up a 3rd and 7, Kyle. Here we are again. 2-down territory, you think?
Oh, boy. I haven't seen Sorensen kick much, but I mean, we're talking 42 yards from here. That's a kick. There's not much wind. Actually, the American flag is just about dead silent right now. 3rd and 7. Steffel back in the backfield. Tommy Skolton will throw. He is in trouble. And down he goes near the line of scrimmage. And we'll see what the Lynx decide to do.
Skolton for Brandon Valley on the tackle.
There's been no movement from the sideline yet.
Eagles.
Skolton is holding on to his hand.
Bring up a 4th down.
Yeah, he is hurt.
And we'll see if he is going to be staying in the game.
Take a timeout here, and he just did.
Aiden Lloyd is a sophomore backup, number 14.
Timeout, Brandon Valley.
And he's an athletic kid.
Another sophomore.
Another sophomore. Got lots of them. McKinney Olson Insurance. Steve Tripp and the team at McKinney Olson is a proud supporter of Lynx TV. We are your longtime local insurance agency, and we will go to the extra mile to gain your trust and give you peace of mind that we have you covered. The Brandon Valley Area Chamber of Commerce is a proud sponsor of Lynx TV. The Chamber of Commerce is dedicated to help speak for and support local businesses. A strong local business community is vital for the positive growth of the Brandon Valley area. So remember, when you buy Brandon, you support all things local. Go Lynx. So 4th down and 7. Skolton is in. And this is a big play.
4th down for Brandon
with
Valley.
A minute to go here in the first quarter. Hansen in motion. 4th and 7. Skolton dumps it right, incomplete, intended for Steffel.
That was not a good play call. He wouldn't even have.
No, there's a guy right in front of him.
6 yards short, even if he would have caught it.
So Aberdeen Central is going to get the ball back here, already leading 7-0. And their quarterback right now looking very good, Austin Huff. He's a junior, number 5.
Rashid Hodge is now in the game corner.
1st down and 10, Golden Eagles.
Number 15. He must have taken this.
1st down for Aberdeen Central. That's Weber out in motion, and he makes the catch.
Nice tackle right there, and the ball's on the ground.
Nope, they're going to say he was down. Ground caused the fumble. Pass was caught by Weber, and it's incomplete.
Tackled by Steffel.
Excuse me, it wasn't incomplete. It was a catch, they're calling it. And then
on that play, bring up a 2nd down.
So a loss of, what, 3 yards?
13 for the Golden Eagles.
And the Lynx got to pin them back here. Hopefully get good field position if they're able to stop Aberdeen Central. They were not able to on their first drive, and Aberdeen Central just kept converting 3rd down after 3rd down, and finally a 4th and 1. 4th and goal from the 1.
Yeah, they just mix it. They just been mixing it up with run pass and keeping us guessing.
2nd and 13. It's a keeper for Huff up the middle. Not much going there. Hansen is the man on the stop.
Tackle by Steffel again. Steffel's making a lot of plays from coming up from safety.
Jackson Hilton in for the Lynx.
And guess what he is?
Sophomore.
Yep.
Didn't even have to look.
Ain't that something?
Brandon Valley 0.
And that's the end of the first quarter. Lynx lead it, or excuse me, the Lynx are trailing Aberdeen Central 7-0. A very quick first quarter. The games and the seasons just fly by, don't they? You know how close we are to Christmas? It is just crazy.
You know what that means? Snow.
Hey, we're close to the 2019 Pigskin Classic for all I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Schoenemann Construction specializes in residential and commercial construction, serving the Brandon area for nearly 40 years. They truly are builders of reputation to give Stan. They truly are builders of reputation. Give Stan a call at 605-366-7842 for all your construction needs. And finally, oh, look who it is, the Brandon Valley Athletic Booster Club, proud supporters of all things Brandon Valley Athletics. including Lynx TV. Go Lynx. Quick update for you. South Dakota State leading Montana State 24-0 about a minute before halftime. So a good start at home for the Jacks. And I believe USD won big earlier today.
They did.
And they looked very impressive against Kansas State as well, losing by 3.
Augie got beat.
Augie did lose, huh?
They did.
Did USF end up winning? I saw they were up 7-0 at halftime.
Bring up a 3rd down and 12 for the Golden Eagles.
3rd and 12 coming up for Aberdeen Central. Also, end of the first quarter, the Gophers leading Fresno State in what should be a very good game. And that's 7-0. 3rd and 12.
He's
pressure. And down he
Reed
goes. Is that Reed you said?
Yes, so they actually, I've heard a few guys compare him to Trevere. Only a sophomore.
Shocking.
Yes.
In punt formation.
That was, I think, a little bit more apropos for this Lynx defense.
21, Tyler Two-Eagle.
Because I think, you know, Coach C as well as I do. I don't think he's gonna accept another drive like that, and he certainly didn't this time. It was a great job by Brandon Valley.
Ooh.
High snap. Look out. Almost blocked.
Shanked punt. Looks like we're probably going to get it about the 25.
Not a good punt. Isaiah Campbell came in with the pressure. And from our angle, it didn't look like he got a handle of it. It looks like it was just a poor kick.
Better to block that one tonight than come October.
Yeah. That's what I never understand. Nobody ever checks on the players after they block a punt or a kick, because that's got to hurt, especially in the NFL. Talking about a 56-yarder, it's a line drive, and just smashes into somebody's arm. And that football isn't some, half-knit Nerf. That thing is a rock, an absolute rock. First down for the Lynx from the 32. Just some food for thought there about how footballs are inflated. Tom Brady would know all about it. Handoff left side.
That was a nice run right there. They followed his blocker.
And I believe that was Johnson. So Tate Johnson and Jesse Steffel look like they're kind of going back and forth here with that two-headed monster of a running game. And that's nice to have. That's got glimpses of Wickersham and Peterson.
Absolutely.
Wickersham still at South Dakota State?
First down for Brandon
Did
Valley.
he end up going there?
Yeah, he's no longer with the team. They went from 107 to 105 and didn't make the cut.
And Trevere is also
kid.
there.
We'll probably see him play somewhere else.
Hope so. He was a great player. Pass is incomplete, intended for Siegfried.
Yeah, Thomas just got to take a little bit out of that one. Just
that's timing for you.
Back to that Tate Johnson. He is a fun kid to watch. He was fun to watch in the Lincoln and Washington game also. He's shifty. He's quick. And then you bring in Jesse Steffel, who's, if you're within 5 yards of him, he's going to put his shoulder down. You're going to feel it tomorrow morning.
Lynx looking to get on the board here. 2nd and 10 from the 21. Altoff and McCann with Ciliuson, but it's a handoff to Johnson, and he just keeps churning up the middle, churning, and a nice gain on 2nd down is going to bring up a very manageable 3rd down opportunity for Brandon Valley.
I'll tell you, 71,
number 45,
I think he's our right tackle. He is dominating whoever he is blocking over there because
Jared Hilstinger.
He was driving that kid 10 yards downfield.
3rd down and 1 for Brandon Valley.
Well, if I'm the Lynx here, I'm running the ball.
Steffel back in.
3 wide receivers set. They're going to throw. Skolton sacked. Big play by Aberdeen Central.
And there was absolutely nobody open.
No.
They were covered.
On to carry number 10, Thomas Skolton.
I'm surprised. I thought they would. Run the football there on 3rd and 1. So here comes Sorensen in to kick a field goal.
Loss on that play to kick a field goal, number 81, Joey Sorensen.
About 32 yards.
Holding his Ty McCann, number 6.
32-yard attempt for Sorensen. He's a junior. Get the Lynx on the board here at Pigskin. It's a wobbler. No good, wide left.
Kick is no good.
So Aberdeen Central still leads 7-0.
Boy, Kyle, we're getting good field position. We got to put some points on that board.
Special teams has not been either team's friend so far. Missed field goal for the Lynx, a tough kickoff for Aberdeen Central and 2 Eagle. They almost had a punt blocked as well. But Aberdeen Central, despite all that, does have a 7-0 lead. And the Lynx offense right now just looks a little lumpy. A little bit off with its timing, especially in the passing game.
I would agree.
And a first down throw is caught near the left hash mark.
Got about 6 on that one.
Pass caught by number 11, Jackson Rolfs from...
Rolfs with the catch.
On the tackle, number 26.
Also Aberdeen Central's
Kevin
punt
Jones.
returner.
He had 7 yards on that play. Second down
And that'll
3
bring up
for
a
Golden
2nd
Eagles.
and 3. Be expecting run here.
A fumbled
Fumbled
ball.
snap.
That was. He's going to
And
lose some right there.
On to carry number 5.
be a loss of a
quarterback
couple of
Austin
yards.
Huff ran out of bounds by number 33, Isaiah Campbell.
Campbell pushes him out of bounds. So now we talked about the special teams, we've seen a fumbled snap
Bring up
from
a
both
third
teams
down.
now.
Huff is 5 for 7 for 50
A
yards.
score from Howard Wood
Yeah, most
at
of it
the
coming on that
Chicago.
long throw,
Sioux
third
Falls
gain of 31
21,
down
Sioux
the
Falls, Washington,
left
0.
sideline again, which is probably the best defended ball so far today.
Absolutely.
Just went up there and got it.
O'Gorman has beaten Sioux Falls, Washington 21-0, Kyle.
Whoa, 3rd and 6.
There's a
Pressure.
hole. There's a hole. And down he goes.
And he's sacked.
That would be Tanner Neuenhaus. Boy,
Neuenhaus
he
with the tackle.
got
Senior.
held. He got held, and he made the sack.
Yeah.
That will bring
No
up a
call.
4th down. In
Those
punt
darn
formation,
replacement
number 21,
refs.
Two
Just
Eagle. Back
That's
in
a
for
dated
Brandon
joke,
Valley,
but that's
number
okay.
28, Wichkenhouse.
So the Lynx get back-to-back big stops. And they're going to have good field position again.
I would love to see Mark Munchknaus have an opportunity to return this. He is an electrifying runner. He was fun to over
Bad snap. Look out. He's got to kick it out. Safety for Brandon Valley. And a flag comes in. This will be a safety, I believe, for the Lynx.
Ball was hiked over his head, kicked it out of bounds by rule. That will be a safety.
And that's actually a really good play by Aberdeen Central's punter, number 21, Tyler Two Eagle, to kick it out, give the Lynx the ball, give them only 2 points. I've never heard of that penalty before, but
I've never heard of that.
Intentionally kicking the ball out of bounds, as far as I'm concerned, was never a penalty. But, I mean, it's still the right thing to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, you're either going to give up a touchdown or you're going to give up a safety. At least you live to fight another day, only giving up 2 instead of 6 or 7.
You almost knew that was coming after their first punt. The snap was high.
Mm-hmm. That kind of reminds me of what Phil Mickelson did at was it the British Open or the U.S. Open when he stopped the ball, when he putted it?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
You just take your penalty and you move on because it was going to be way worse if he just let it go. He was like, okay, well, I'm just going to, I'm sure Wade has when he goes on the golf course, he putts it and he stops it halfway there. He says, let's try that again, shall we? I did it about 15 times when I was
You golf with me, a 5-footer's a gimme in my
Oh,
book.
yeah?
Yeah.
If I get it on the green, I'm just like, I'm good. I'll assume it's a 3-putt. I just went to Isle, Minnesota, went on their golf course. That's up near Lake Mille Lacs, about an hour north of St. Cloud. Went there last weekend. Worst game of my life. I'm sticking with Brandon's golf course. It's easier.
And that's getting tougher, too.
It is with those trees, but I've been there a couple times. It was in great shape this year.
Yeah, and Kelly, the greenskeeper, he decided that the roughs need to be a lot longer.
And that was something I was actually not too excited about when I got there.
Right to the 50.
Nice return for the Lynx. Was that Muchkanaus?
Nope.
After the kickoff returned by number 28.
Yeah, it was.
5'7" sophomore. Lynx have good field position again. They're at midfield.
Made by number 46.
And that beautiful new logo on the turf. That turf is going to make such a difference.
Yes, absolutely.
We don't have to worry about it raining on a Thursday and having a game Friday anymore. Gosh. And the soccer team looked like they like it. Ball skips a little bit faster on the turf, as we found out at First National Bank Field as well in Aspen Park. Pass to the right side is caught by Altoff.
That's a nice comeback. Will you help your quarterback out?
Yes, caught by number 83.
I had the privilege of talking to the groundskeepers today just about that when I was up at the 3-on-3 tournament, and a lot less maintenance. They're excited.
Second down and 1.
They explained the process to building this thing, and I was just amazed.
$900,000, something like that. Only the best.
Only the best for BV.
Maybe if they had turf on the field, I would have played.
Yeah.
But I retired. Penalty markers on the play. And I think this is going to go against the Lynx, but I was wrong last time.
Ball start, offense, number 67, Edward Police.
So that's a false start on Vanderbush.
Spotted at the 46-yard line.
Bring up a 2nd and 6.
Penalties, Lynx have 2 for 20, and Aberdeen has 3 for 49 yards.
Wow. One of them I'm still not sure about that punt. I just don't. It must be. I mean, they wouldn't just throw the flag. But I make up rules sometimes when I umpire. So here's a handoff to Steffel. He's got some room. He's got to turn the corner, and he does, and he gets a first down right near the 36-yard line. Number 34, Dylan Stabner on the tackle for Aberdeen Central. So here come the Lynx.
Good enough for a Brandon Valley first down. Ball spotted at the 39-yard line.
Good crowd tonight. Almost all Brandon Valley. Usually we got about a third of them Washington fans.
And the band's playing at halftime, I believe.
Yes. Best band this side of the Mason-Dixon line, if you ask me. Here's Steffel. He's got some good blocking. Stays on his feet as he spins away. Still going across the 25. He fumbled the ball.
Nobody saw it.
Fumble on the play.
And I think the Lynx have it.
I think we got it back. I think Andrew Hansen recovered it.
Hansen fell right on top of it. You're right, Wade. Nobody saw it.
Yeah, it was laying right behind 2 Aberdeen guys, and you know, that's the thing with Jesse. Jesse's going to give you everything he has when he gets that ball. And I can't count too many times that one guy's brought him down.
Well, I know you're a Steelers fan, but it's kind of like with Adrian Peterson when he played for the Vikings. He's now with Washington, but he's such a ferocious runner, and he wants to get every yard he can that sometimes protecting the ball goes by the wayside because you're just fighting for every yard.
Oh,
play
boy.
fake. And down goes Skolton on the play. Brock Baker, senior defensive lineman.
He did not bite on that fake, and I think that's what we're banking on, him biting and chasing.
Second down and long for Brandon Valley.
So a big loss on the play.
Loss of 11.
11 yards. And that, I think, just KO'd the Lynx out of field goal position.
Tate Johnson's back in the backfield.
Well, the Lynx need a big chunk of yards here on second down. And they throw it Altoff up the seam to the 20 and down near the 15-yard line. That's exactly what we were talking about.
Gain of 16.
And it'll bring up a very manageable 3rd and 5.
One of them little alley screens that they like to slip in every now and then.
And that's good for Skolton. I think that gives him an opportunity to get the timing down with his receivers. Still kind of early in the season. I mean, heck, we're in our 3rd game. We're almost halfway through already. Big 3rd and 5. As we've marched past the halfway point in this first half, it's Steffel, and he's got the first down. Dragging defenders inside the 10-yard line.
Another tough run. 6'3", 190.
Alex Harms, Mukai Jones on the tackle for the Eagles.
Good enough for a Brandon Valley first down.
First and goal for Brandon Valley.
9-yard line. First and goal.
Let's punch this in. About 4.5 minutes left in the second quarter.
And what has been a fast-paced game. A hectic one. Handoff. Steffel.
Oh.
He falls down inside the 5, down to the 3, flag. Holding links. This is coming back. There's a discussion going on between the head referee and an Aberdeen Central player, 2 of them, in fact. Brock Baker was having a conversation with the ref, but this is going to be holding against Brandon Valley, so that negates everything.
And it's a spot foul, too.
Mm-hmm. So might be about a loss of about 9 yards. Well, they're moving a ways back. Holy smokes.
Spotted at the 23-yard line. First and goal for Brandon Valley.
Penalty.
Boy, that was a 14-yard loss.
Exactly. So 4 yards deep in the backfield where the hold took place. Tripp's right.
First and goal from the 23.
Another alley screen.
Yep, and this one's incomplete. Beautifully timed play by Dylan Stebner, who knocks it down out of Altoff's hands. And I got to tell you, Carter, his name is Carter Altoff, not Cooper. I was told I called him that 3 or 4 times last year, and he was not very happy. So I got some grief for that at Aspen Park this summer.
You deserve grief, guy.
I do. Jeez Louise, man. Can't please everybody. Dump off left side to Steffel, another flag. This one was very, very late, almost near the whistle.
I'm not too sure we're not going to get another hold here. Yep, holding on us.
Jason Bisbee was furious on the sideline. I'm assuming that's the offensive line coach.
It is, Jason Bisbee. I believe it's going to be on 67.
Holding, offense, number 67.
Yep. Vanderbush.
Third down and a plane ride.
Bobby spotted at the 24-yard line. That will bring up a third and goal for Brandon Valley.
Man, we're backed up to Brookings right now.
Absolutely. Any farther, they'll be in Beasley's backyard.
Yeah, I'll bet you he heard that, too. Give us a wave, Beasley. Third and goal. So Skolton goes deep.
He's got him.
Down the right side,
Beautiful.
Caught by Altoff. Touchdown, Brandon Valley. Beautiful throw, as you said, Wade.
That was...
Touchdown, Brandon Valley.
You couldn't throw that any better. Wow. Man coverage, he just dropped it right in the shoebox.
We have seen some great throws on this field. As I said earlier, I named the quarterbacks, and that's about as good as you'll get. That thing was interception proof. He threw it right where only Altoff could get it. It was a great throw. Sorensen for the extra point. Bad snap.
That was
it's good.
Great recovery by Ty McCann to get that ball
Woo.
back upright. Well, that's what we needed. Now,
yep. 9 plays, 50 yards.
Yep, 9-7. Odd score, but with the safety and 3:41 left. Let's get a stand. We got 2 timeouts left.
Get it back, get a 2-possession lead.
Impressive.
That was
It's nice to see Thomas throw one like that. He needs that.
No doubt. That was a great touch throw, and high fives and slaps on the back all around for Tommy. That was a big drive that he needed. Again, 9 plays, 50 yards, took 3:41 off the clock, and a 23-yard touchdown. I believe it was 23 yards. 24 yards, excuse me, to Altoff. And that's a play. He's not throwing it necessarily to Altoff. He's anticipating where that ball's going and where Altoff's going to be, as this is a short kick.
That's just a finesse.
Little pooch kick. Returned by Malsom.
Return number 16, Sam Mesmer.
Check that was Mesmer, number 16, not number 15.
Tackle by Micah McGee for the Lynx.
Tackle made by number 13, Micah McGee.
He's a senior, 5'11", 200.
Will be spotted at the 31-yard line.
Senior and sophomore heavy,
10, Golden Eagles.
Yes.
which is good for this year and good for the next two. And I think we're going to have some very successful years here in Brandon Valley for the time being. And we've had a good run of ESD titles, trips to the Dome, trips to the semifinal game.
We're going to get one.
Generally at Howard Wood.
Next couple of years, we're going to get one. Oh, boy.
Weber that's Austin Huff, is smacked in the backfield.
Boy, he hesitated for.
On the run, number 5, Austin Huff.
Devin Jones back there.
Met there by number 30.
And Hansen.
No gain on that
Andrew
play.
Hansen's just a fun kid to watch. He can play inside out. He knows the game, and he's tough as nails too.
So time winding here, 3:03. Both teams with 2 timeouts. Huff from the gun. They give it on the end around to Weber.
Little fly sweep. That's a
Nice
great
play by Devin Jones.
Great tackle.
Chris Weber, number 25, in the carry for Aberdeen Central.
Is that Mitchell Knaus on that, or 26? Devin Jones.
Yep. Timeout. Brandon Valley. Referee points the wrong way. So the Lynx will have 1 timeout left. 2:40 to go. They're going to try and get this ball back here on a 3rd and 7. And since that first drive, which was helped by a pass interference penalty, Lynx defense has come alive.
Rookie, South Dakota State 7, Montana State 0. That's 2:30 left in the first quarter.
Hello? So the Lynx, there's a big play coming up. It's hard to say that. I've said big play already in the first quarter and the second quarter, but Lynx got to take control of this game. They can do it right here with a big stop.
And we have the weapons that we can score quick. I mean, you got Altoff out there. You got Cole Siegfried, big kid.
Here backed up 3rd and 24, 3rd and goal from the 24, and you end up scoring.
3rd down for Aberdeen Central.
3rd and 7 for Aberdeen Central. Huff from the gun.
Oh, offsides.
False start.
Penalty flag in the play.
It's a false start on Stabner. And that backs him up even more. It's 3rd and 12.
34 was quick to go somewhere. Somebody must have yelled snacks. He was taking off to go get
Apparently
one.
at Beasley's house. That's right across the field.
That's where he was headed, wasn't he?
That's where I'm going. Micah McGee in the game. Checking in for Hansen.
3rd down for Aberdeen
3rd
Central.
and 12 now after the penalty. Huff. They need a lot, and they aren't going to get it. Good coverage, but the ball was just a little bit overthrown on the coverage, was Christian Malsom. Excuse me, that was number 15, Rashid Hodge.
He had him blanketed.
Covering on the play, number 15, Rashid Hodge for Brandon Valley.
Hodge out,
Bring up
block
a 4th
in.
down. Tyler Two Eagle back in punt formation.
Well, let's see if they got their problems between the snapper and the punter fixed.
Another high one. This is a better punt.
He's looking to return it.
And he does. Coach Canals to the left side, and he's out of bounds at the 48-yard line.
And a late flag comes in, late flag. This,
we'll see who. We'll see if this is the instigator.
I don't think this is going to be good for us.
Usually it's the guy who retaliates that gets in trouble. So we'll see. And this is an unsportsmanlike against Brandon Valley.
They didn't give us a number.
Penalty on Brandon Valley, blindside block, I believe. Ball will be spotted at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, we couldn't hear him. The microphone
10, Brandon Valley.
Not working.
2:23, one timeout left.
Now the microphone's working.
62 yards to go.
Skolton is going to be sacked again.
We got to give him more time than that.
Quarterback sack by number 34, Dylan Stabner.
Stabner in there again for the sack. And now we'll see what the Lynx decide to do. As time winds down in the first half.
I think Aberdeen's going to be happy to go into the
half down by 2, and the Lynx will get the ball to start the second half. Remember that. Coming up at halftime, we do have the Lynx marching band, who always put on a great performance. We're going to turn our mics all the way up as Skolton goes back to throw, fires it to the left side, and it is caught by Althoff, stays on his feet down the left sideline, across midfield. First down, Brandon Valley.
What can you say about that kid, Kyle?
He is athletic, he's strong, he's quick.
He's smart,
good-looking kid.
Excellent.
What?
Something like that.
No, he's a nice kid. Pretty good umpire, too. They'll take just about everybody, apparently, because I've been doing those tournaments for 10 years now. Every year they tell me not to come. Skolton throws again.
Althoff.
And that soft area in the coverage, Althoff makes the catch.
Clock will start when ball's ready.
Yep, just like in college.
Good enough for Brandon Valley. First down.
1st and 10. Skolton, flag.
Did we jump?
Penalty flag in the play.
Sillyson, Althoff, Siegfried are your receivers in right now.
We'll check it. They're talking about it.
Foul on the play. No foul.
No foul. With 1:16 left, the Lynx probably need 10 to 15 yards to get into field goal range for Sorensen, who's already missed from 32.
A little confusion here.
1st and 10.
Sillyson McCann up top.
Now we got another whistle. No flag, but a timeout Aberdeen. Yep.
Well, a half that I thought was going to go pretty quick is
slowed down mightily. Once again, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Harry Buck Team, Hague Realtors, Alliance Communication, First National Bank, Pizza Ranch of Brandon, Brandon Community Foundation, Brandon Valley Journal, Taco John's, McKinney Olson, Brandon Valley Area Chamber of Commerce, Schodeman Construction, and the Brandon Valley Athletic Booster Club.
I'm looking forward to the pig auction, to be honest.
Darn right.
That's one of my favorite events that they have. 3-on-3 tournament was a huge success today. I don't know if you made it up here.
I did not. I had to work.
There's teams from Aberdeen, Brookings, I think they said.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know we did that. That's fun.
It was fun to watch some of them little kids.
I made the Challenger one year when I did it, but I don't like to make things about me.
Did you go 0-3?
You know, competitive against this team of the blind. Skolton's going to take off and run with it up the middle across the 30-yard line down near the 28.
And again, excellent coverage by Aberdeen downfield.
That play, 2nd down and 5, Brandon Valley.
Clock winds under a minute. 41 seconds left. Tommy's going to roll. Throws it left. Pass is caught again by Althoff.
Down to the 15, 16-yard line. Now we can take a couple shots to the end zone. We got first down.
Ran out of bounds by Chris Weber, number 25 for the Golden Eagles. That catch good enough.
A huge first half for Althoff.
He's working on six catches for almost 100 yards already.
Wow. 32 seconds left in this first half. Lynx are trying to get another touchdown and kind of put the pedal to the metal, get a 2-possession lead. Pass to the left side.
You know
that is caught.
Unbelievable.
Touchdown, Carter Althoff.
I'll tell you what, if colleges aren't looking at him, they better start looking at him.
Skolton's pass caught by number 83, Carter Althoff.
16-yard touchdown to Carter Althoff, the senior. That big, tall 6'3" body and big, strong frame just go up there with a defender in his face. And the Lynx have a 15-7 lead right before the half. That's what we were talking about. A good leader like Tommy Skolton with time running down on the clock makes a great play with his legs. They're going to go for 2 here. And the Lynx know all about going for 2. They pitch it out to the right side. Steffel, look out.
Trying to get to the corner.
He is tackled out of bounds. So it stays a 1-possession game. I'm kind of surprised that they would not go for the extra point and make it a 2-possession game. It's now a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
I agree with you 100% on that.
Coach Roque.
Yep. Yeah, you know, I watched Carter play basketball last year, and
Me
I
too.
would like to know what his vertical is. I mean, he can dunk a basketball.
Yeah, he can slam it home, that's for sure.
He's got some hops.
So 15-7, and what can only be described as quite the interesting game so far.
You know, you put that ball in his vicinity, I just have the confidence he's going to catch it.
Exactly.
And that guy had an opportunity for, turn around, but I still believe that he makes that catch and he wrestles it away from him every time. He's that good of an athlete.
Gophers still leading 7-0 against Fresno State.
The Pig has now entered the stadium, Kyle.
He has, or she, not sure which. Comes a return for Aberdeen Central. Heading toward the Aberdeen Central sideline.
Drugged down by 32, Joey Nemec.
On the return for the Golden Eagles, number 33,
Jacob Moore. On the return. And I don't think Aberdeen Central is going to mess around too much here with 21 seconds left. They only have 1 timeout left. So I think they'll just be happy with getting the Lynx the ball to start the second half down by 8. But ever since that first drive and a little hiccup offensively for Brandon Valley with the missed field goal, and then they had to punt, everything firing on all cylinders pretty much in that second quarter. Well, the Lynx scored 15 points, and they shut out Aberdeen Central. So good job by the Lynx. They're going to hand it off.
That
short gain, and that'll do it for our first half.
On the carry for the Golden Eagles, 25, Chris Weber.
A little bit of a slow start here from Brandon Valley High School. The Lynx found themselves down 7-0 at the end of the first quarter, but they score 15 on a safety and a couple of touchdowns and lead it 15-7. The Brandon Valley Lynx band is going to come out here and give us a beautiful show, as they generally do. Wade and I are going to put our mics out. Unfortunately, so I've had some requests about getting the sound fed into the speakers. Unfortunately, we can't do that. But we're going to do our best to turn up our mics so you guys can hear what's going on down on the field. Heck, if you're in the Brandon area, you can probably just pop outside and you'll at least get a general idea of what's going on. So we're going to get to our stats here after the band comes out. We're going to take a short break. Once again, your score at halftime. The Brandon Valley Lynx 15, Aberdeen Central 7, and here comes the Brandon Valley Marching Band. We'll be back.
In a torturous yet bravery journal, the members of the Marching Lynx combat against evil and injustice, and in an exquisite display of creativity, the members will weave together a quilted fabric of courage and hope, a conversation about freedom, and the pursuit of happiness unfolds to a musical soundtrack of Kaludi Debussy and Eric Whitaker, arranged by Spencer Cruz. The invention of wings brings together 125 bold and talented members of the Brandon Valley Marching Lynx in a performance of music and motion. The field becomes a canvas for the Marching Lynx to offer a fearless glimpse into human struggles. An intense longing to have a voice in the world encourages the members to soar towards freedom through the invention of wings. The band is under the direction of Tyler Nettestead and assisted by Kelvin Lipitsky. Drum majors Lauren Scarborough and Emily Hensley. Is your band ready? Brandon Valley Marching Lynx, you may take the field in exhibition. Thank you for watching our halftime performance. Next Saturday, the band will travel to Rosemont, Minnesota to compete in the Rosemont Marching Festival. The band would like to send their sincere thanks to the many people that help our program, including all band parents and faculty. We appreciate all your support. Ladies and gentlemen, your Brandon Valley Marching Lynx. The 2018 Lady Lynx dance team consists of 13 team members. The team has had a successful season in 2017 and is proud to have earned their 6th consecutive ESD Conference Dance Champion title last season. The team has also brought home the Palm and
all right, welcome back. The Lynx leading 15-7 over Aberdeen Central. Go through some of the stats as we are nearing our pig auction here. Then we'll probably read through the sponsors once more, and we will get you back to football here. Once again, the Lynx leading 15-7. They got a safety to get them on the board after an Aberdeen Central long drive that took 7.5 minutes off the clock. But it was Carter Altoff twice with 2 touchdown receptions in the second quarter, plus the safety and a failed 2-point conversion attempt. That puts us at 15-7. Rushing-wise, Jesse Steffel, 4 carries for 40 yards. That's a average of 10 yards per carry. Tate Johnson, 4 carries, 23 yards as well. As we see the Brandon Valley dance team on the field right now after the marching band. They always do a great job. They're always in the mix for very competitive dance team, and they are doing just great. Tommy Skolton, 9 of 13, 126 yards and 2 touchdowns. Most of that 126 yards going to our guy, Carter Altoff, who has 7 catches for 115 yards and 2 touchdowns. Cole Siegfried, 1 catch, 12 yards. Jesse Steffel, 1 catch, -1. And there's 1 punt return. March Muchkanaus, 1 return for 18 yards. For the Aberdeen Central Eagles, running back Weber, number 25, Chris Weber, 8 carries, 19 yards, long of 10, averaging 2.5 yards per attempt. And the quarterback Huff, 9 carries, -3. Huff was 5 of 8 for 50 yards, most of it coming on that 31-yard play down the left sideline on 3rd down to keep the drive alive for Aberdeen Central on their opening drive that took over 7.5 minutes off the clock, which is really why we kind of zoomed through that first half, except for the last few minutes. So once again, 15-7, Lynx with 12 first downs compared to Aberdeen Central's 4, and I think all of them came on that first drive. 39 rushing yards overall as the pig is coming in. Hold on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen. Wade Ellis is salivating up here at the look of that pig. And I will be doing a reenactment of the auctioneer as we continue here at halftime. That's not true. That's not happening.
We're going to turn it over to Bob Juleson. Go ahead, Bob.
165 total yards for Brandon Valley in the first half, just 46 for Aberdeen Central. All of it, virtually all of it, coming on that one first drive.
We told not to move if this works.
Having some microphone issues here.
How about there? Anyway.
Bob,
not up
head
here,
west a little bit,
unfortunately.
will ya?
Down on the field. Having some microphone
He's
issues
going
with the
west.
auctioneer. And we're just going to live stream this. I'm going to just give you the play-by-play here. Hello? I think he found a sweet spot here. But when he talked, he just slammed the microphone in his hand 3 times. It worked perfectly, and now it's just not quite cooperating.
3.
Time of possession pretty much split. 12 minutes, 13 seconds, Aberdeen Central. 11 minutes, 47 seconds for the Lynx.
Hey, the girls
4 penalties for each team, 54 yards for Aberdeen Central, 45 for the Lynx. So we're going to let you watch the auction, and we'll be back after that.
Lynx. How about those Lynx kids? In and out here, but anyway, the Bly brothers have donated an excellent market hog again this year, processed by Renard Quarter Locker. I found they did. Test. Testing. This little guy don't want to behave tonight. Ain't the first time it's ever happened. But anyway, we got an excellent market hog. I might have found my spot. And at $250 and $500 where? Out of $250 here now, but $500, but $250 here, but $5. I got 5 here now, but $750, but $1,000. $1,000, give me $1,000, bit a minimum, but $1,000 here, but $1,250 here, but $1,500, but $15. You gotta be 15, 1500, but $1,500 here now, but $1,750. Oh, $1,750, but $1,750 here, but now, but $2,000. What do you give me $2,000, but $2,000, but $2,000, but $2,000, not along, but $2,000. What do you give me $2,000? Here again, here, but $2,000. You give me $2,000 here now. $22.50, $22.50, get home $22.50. We're $2,000 over there, $22.50 here down, $25. I'll bid him along now, $25, I got $25 here down. Now $27.50, $25 here down, $7.50, at $25 here down, $7.50, at $25 here down, $7.50. The mic work now, but $25 here down, $7.50. At $25 here down, but $7.50 and I, $7.50 and I. Sold the animal for $2,500, buyer number 2. We finally got the mic working. It works if you get in the right spot. But anyway, there's the score, 15-7. Wow. Brandon Valley, I have an excellent fun time every time I come back, so have a great evening, a good weekend. Drive home safely. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob. The Swine and Dine group got the bid this evening. The Swine and Dine. Thank you for organizing that.
I just about bought a pig accidentally.
Please direct your attention.
Because I had my hand up in the air apparently while they were doing the auction, and
you were closer than you thought, buddy.
I think I
He was just up here raising his hand frantically.
I can't even afford a hat, let alone a pig. I would have to take out a nice loan. I think I could win it all back if I sold it. I mean, my cousin has a farm, so maybe I'd be able to work something out with him. I don't think it's going to fit in my Impala, but we could strap it on the back or on the top, Mitt Romney style, like he did with his dog, and just put it up there. It'll be perfect.
Mitt.
18 rushes for -4 total rushing yards for Aberdeen Central. That's a little bit skewed considering the fact that they did have the loss of 20 on the safety on the high punt that went over the snapper Two Eagles' head. So if you take that out of the equation, still the Lynx defensive line has been stout. 8 carries for just 16 yards so far in that first half, Wade.
Yeah.
Neither team really able to get the rushing game going, just 39 yards for the Lynx, but Boy, that front line for the Lynx defensive front that's just stout. You said it best.
They are stingy, that's for sure. I'd like to see us come out, run the ball a little bit more, utilize them too, Steffel and the other one, 21, a little bit more, Tate Johnson.
Yep.
And just go after them. I don't think they can stop the run. I really don't.
Did you go to the rushing stats on here? Thank you.
Yeah, and so far in the game, Jesse Steffel has 40 yards rushing, 4 carries for 23. Once again, it's kind of skewed because Skolton did get sacked a couple of times.
Right,
so
right.
if you really are putting it into perspective, 8 carries for 63 yards from the 2 running backs, that's effective. That's 8 yards a pop, and a lot of it coming on a long run from Jesse Steffel, in which he fumbled, but it was still a very, very good run. It's kind of weird not having a running back that runs for 300 yards a game anymore.
Right, exactly.
He got some playing time. I was listening to it on the way to work today. He was.
But between the two guys, we only have 8 rushing attempts.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
And I'd like to see that bumped up a little bit more.
And the Lynx had some protection issues in that first half. But Aberdeen Central had some great coverage as well, because a couple of times when Skolton got sacked, he just wasn't able to find a wide open receiver.
Right.
And it wasn't that his vision was bad. He just couldn't find anybody open.
They were covered.
15-7, touchback. Brandon Valley will start this drive at the 20. In high school football, you still get the ball at the 20-yard line to start a drive. So here comes Tommy Skolton, 126 passing yards, 115 of them to Althoff. Check.
I don't know. Did we go dead? Mine went dead, I think.
Well, we'll keep going here.
On to carry number 2, Jesse Steffel for Brandon Valley.
There we go. I think we're back now. Handoff to Jesse Steffel. Sorry about that. Some technical issues up here. Not much on that one.
Made by number 10, Jared Pissinger.
And again, gain of 5.
Yep. Nice run.
Gain of 6 yards on that play. 2nd down and 4, Brandon Valley.
And Bob just has to correct us over there. We said 5. He says 6.
He's a one-upper.
I can't believe that guy.
Yeah. Steal our thunder.
2nd down and 4 for Tommy Skolton and the Lynx. And if it ain't broke, they're going to give him to Steffel. Nice run, 1st down. And if I'm the Lynx, I want to do exactly what Aberdeen Central did to start that game. To start the game, I want them to run all the way down the field, take 5, 6, 7 minutes off the clock here, and really take control. And another touchdown here would make it a 2-possession game. But the way the defense is looking, that is a very good sign that we could come out of here 2-1. Lots of game left, though. 3 wide receivers. Skolton's going deep.
He's got
Ty McCann, just out of the reach of McCann. It was a good throw, but just a stride away from McCann, who had his receiver beat.
I'm going to tell you right now.
That was a good touch, though.
If I'm Jack Harvison's parents, I'm going to buy him a steak dinner somewhere tonight, because the guy he's going against is 6'7" and 400 pounds.
Jeez.
And he's got his work cut out for him. That might be the biggest football player that I've seen.
He's getting a tombstone on the pizza pizzazz tonight, that's for sure. I think I might too. I worked hard too. 2nd and down and 10, and it is Steffel. Yeah, not much going on that play. Got about 3 yards. Bring up a 3rd and 7.
Alex Harms on the stop for the
Got another running back checking in here for the Lynx, and that is Tate.
3rd down and 6 for the Lynx.
Tate Johnson, number 21. 2 pretty different running backs, too. Steffel's big, strong.
He went right over to the bench and talked to Darian, the running backs coach, I believe. And
yeah, that's encroachment. He went over. I think that'd be considered neutral zone.
Well, that's going to be big if it's on them.
They jumped first. Yep.
I was going to bring up a 3rd and 1.
It was that blitzing middle linebacker.
Update from Brookings starting the 4th quarter. South Dakota State 38, Montana State 14.
South Dakota State leading 38-14 headed into the 4th quarter.
Northern Colorado 43-28.
USD beats Northern Colorado. Gophers up 10-0 at half against a very good Fresno State
Boy,
team.
that was
There's a first down run to the left side for Steffel. Down the left sideline, 30 and out of bounds at the 28-yard line. And he's fired up, and he should be. Big time gain on that play.
Safe there on the stop for Golden Eagles.
And Jesse Steffel showing that he's just, I got a fan over here smiling at me. Hello. Jesse Steffel's not just a power back. He's got some speed, and he's been so athletic and so good defensively for the last, I think, 1 or 2 years.
That was
he was starting as a freshman.
Yeah, he started defense as a freshman. I'd like to see him switch that ball to the left hand, use a stiff arm on that, but I'll talk to him later about that.
First down from the 29. Skolton throws a strike left. McCann.
Gain of 5.
His second catch of the game. Nice little quick hitter.
Boy, you can tell Aberdeen's tired right now. Hands are on their hips, and the big nose tackle comes back in.
Nick Zeifier, 6'7", 400-pound senior. He'd be a good hockey goalie.
Yep.
If he's quick enough.
Yeah, he would be. Play action.
Dump off right side, caught. Siegfried, and he's going to have a first down for Brandon Valley.
Oh,
nope, they're saying it's incomplete.
Boy.
Huh. Incomplete pass. It's been really incomplete.
Boy, I thought he had that one, but
let's go to the video board.
Yeah, we just got turf. Can't quite afford that yet.
Write a check.
Me?
Yeah, you write a check.
Talk to Harry Buck about it.
All right.
I'm not saying no. I used to hear that from my parents all the time. Can I have this $10,000 toy? Well, I'm not saying no, but no. 3rd down and 5. Skolton.
Oh, my. Oh,
penalty
boy.
Marker on the play. Face mask against Aberdeen Central coming. Skolton still on the ground. Nope, he's all right.
Tackle made by 73 Caden Johnson on Skolton.
Caden Johnson, a 275-pound senior defensive lineman, is going to get flagged for that one.
Reached out and
just tried to grab something. It wasn't on purpose, obviously, but that's going to be 15.
Yeah. Problem is he didn't let go right away.
Yeah, he yanked it. Games just move so fast sometimes that, you're just trying to make a play.
Thomas will feel that tomorrow, that's for sure. And again, there was good coverage by Aberdeen again. I mean, he didn't really have anywhere to throw the ball.
1st and 10 from the 15. I formation.
Center.
And they got just about everybody in the backfield to protect Steffel right up the gut. And he muscles his way up the middle near the 10-yard line.
Dusty Steffel on the carry.
Nice first down run. Gain of about 5 yards on that play. Tackled on the play by number 45, Alex Harms.
On the tackle for the Golden Eagles.
And we got an injury here, I think, for Aberdeen Central.
Jack Harbison was a little slow to get up on that one, too.
Hands on his hips. He's going up against a 400-pound defensive lineman. I don't blame him.
2nd down and 5 for Brandon
It'll be
Valley.
2nd and 5. Lynx trying to take control of this game, and they could do it with a touchdown here.
Under center again.
See a little power football here. Althoff, the only wide receiver. They give him again to the right side. Inside the 10. And he's tackled right around the 5-yard line. They're going to give him.
Brock Baker on the tackle for the Golden Eagles.
Nope, they're saying third
down. And very, very, very short.
First down. 3rd down and 1.
3rd down and about a foot. And I think this is, if I'm the coach, if I'm Coach Garrow and I'm calling the plays, I'm giving the ball to Andrew Hansen, but he's not even in the game. They're in the shotgun.
Oh, he is in the game.
Now he's in motion. They give it to Steffel up the
Touchdown.
middle, dives for the end zone. Touchdown, Brandon Valley. Jesse Steffel's first touchdown of the game, and the Brandon Valley Lynx take a 21-7 lead on a nifty drive. And power football at its best, like we talked about. Steffel, all through that drive. Touchdown Lynx.
Creeping in on 100 yards now. He's got 10 rushes for 95, Kyle. And that was a good drive by Brandon Valley.
And he is over 100 now.
Yeah, 11 for 101.
Extra
Statistician
point.
was a little slow on the
Now,
uptake
he's a good
here.
guy, though. Extra point, no good, so still 21-7. Steffel, 11 carries, 101 yards. Maybe the quietest 100-yard game we've had here at Brandon Valley since Lynx TV started. But, boy, he has been effective. That 30-yard run on the drive really seemed to help out. Once again, extra point was no good.
Only
But
took 4 off the clock.
Yep, 10 plays, 80 yards. 4 minutes, 6 seconds off the clock. A touchdown for Jesse Steffel, a 6-yard run on third and very short. And once again, that's the big, bulky offensive line for the Lynx, giving Steffel an opportunity to use that powerful body to bust up the middle.
Back deep for Aberdeen, Weber, number 25, and number 11, Rolfs.
Weber and Rolfs back for Aberdeen Central, now trailing by 2 scores.
Coach Bisbee's got the Hogs on the bench. He's going to coach him up here.
I thought they auctioned it off. This is a shorter kick. Returned by Weber. And Weber, pretty good running back, and a nice return out to the 31-yard line. So Lynx defense has been stout since that first drive.
Run between the tackles, that's for sure.
I don't think he can.
For the Lynx, ball be spotted at the 31-yard line. First down and 10, Aberdeen Central.
Austin Huff back out there. 50 passing yards so far in the game for him. First down for Aberdeen Central. Here is the handoff to Weber.
He's going to lose.
And he is gobbled up in the backfield by a couple of Brandon Valley Lynx defenders.
But you know what caused that is we pushed him back. He had nowhere to go. He had to bounce it outside. He was forced to bounce it outside, and pursuit just gets him every time.
On the stop,
Noah Hofer and Isaiah Campbell were there.
Lost on that play, second down.
I think that's the first time we've called Isaiah's name, but that was a great play, like you said. It's never just the one guy.
That's for sure. Them guys are playing hard up front there.
And you know MC, Coach Christensen is a defensive perfectionist. And now Huff's going to take off. He is hit at the 30-yard line.
Tackle by Kroenke.
Yep. Parker Reed came up top as well. Flag on the play. They're going to flag him for a penalty as well. Eli Klein
65, Sam Kroenke.
was the one flagged for that one. That's what they called, number 54. So the 5-yard face mask penalty does not result in a first down. It's just like a offsides play or something similar.
Ball spotted at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 7.
From the 34, Huff.
Oh, we got a blitz coming. Oh,
Here comes pressure. Huff gets rid of it. Incomplete. Intended on the play for Jackson Rolfs, who had that long 31-yard catch down the left sideline in the first quarter.
Isaiah Campbell was coming on the blitz. He was coming hard.
Incomplete, third down.
And it definitely blew up the play because Huff had to scramble. Huff 5 of 9, 50 yards, no touchdowns, no picks.
All that came in the first quarter, pretty much.
On the first drive. I think just about all their yards, all their total yards, most of it at least, has come in that first drive of the game, because they only have 44 net yards. And it'll be a big 3rd and 7. Lynx trying to get it back again. Here comes the pressure. And a fumble. And it is picked up. Who's got it?
33.
Lynx ball. Isaiah Campbell gets in there. And a strip sack, Lynx ball.
That's 2 blitzes in a row that Coach Christensen dialed up. He wasn't going to let him get out of his sights that time.
He's spotted at the Golden Eagle 22-yard line. First down and 10, Brandon Valley.
And we're thinking it was Tanner Neuenhuis who was underneath the pile who scooped that one up.
Well, see if we go back to the run.
Yep.
Under center again.
Not a bad idea. Here's Steffel, spins away, but he's not going to get much. In fact, he gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Alex Harms, who's had a good day so far defensively for Aberdeen Central, called his name a few times. He gets the stop. And now maybe one more run, and maybe the Lynx try something here. They got a 3-wide receiver set. McCann at the bottom of your screen. All-top way up top. Ciliuson in the slot.
I look for him to go to all-top here.
That's not a bad idea. Single safety, too. They're going the other way for McCann. He's open. He's got it for the touchdown. That was a big-time throw, but we got a marker on the play. We'll check the flag.
This is going to be a hold? Or?
Yep, this is going to be holding against the Lynx. But that was a great throw by Tommy. He got better every single game last year. Fine, we'll just do it again.
Yep, certainly can. We got the weapons.
Ciliuson played a lot in the first 2 games?
I don't know if he played in the Washington game, but he played in the Lincoln game for sure. No, I take that back. He did play in the Washington game. He had a couple of catches.
He's a junior, one of the few juniors that's getting some time here today. As we said earlier, lots of sophomores.
Steffel,
Steffel to the right side.
That was an excellent cut.
Heads, he's still on his feet. Down the sideline. And that's a great run. And they get a ton of yards back because it was 2nd and 28.
You know, that's just a tough run. It's a good look. Way to get outside.
By the way, did you watch Sports Zone last night on Kello?
Not.
There was a punt return. I think it was in Brookings.
Bring up a 3rd down.
If you can go back and find it, it was one of the best punt returns I've ever seen. The types of punt returns that would make Deion Sanders go, hey, that was a really good punt return.
Deion.
I don't know. I just thought of somebody. I was going to say Marcus Sherrills, but nobody really knows who that is.
Let me guess, he's a Vikings.
He is a great punt returner for the Vikings. Skolton on 3rd down is going to roll.
They're covered. Oh, he's got
trying
him
to
open.
find somebody open. It's Ciliuson. Touchdown! We just talked about Cole Ciliuson, and the junior scores his first touchdown of the season. Tommy Skolton's on fire here at Pigskin, year 18, and the Lynx lead at 27-7.
He's a young player, and did you see what he did? Thomas started scrambling, and he rerouted, and he went back. That was a great play by Ciliuson.
That's that almost improvisation that you need.
Absolutely.
Come back, find a little hole in the coverage, and you're primed. A little confusion here. And very, very late into the play, Parker Reed comes sprinting out. Had some.
Another snap.
I think this one, yep.
There we go.
Slips through the right uprights.
Get Jory back on track here. 28-7. 5.5 minutes to go in the 3rd.
And the Golden Eagles 7.
Yep. We'll get updated stats from Skolton here in just a few minutes. Right now, 11 of 17 for a $153 scores. And, you know, last year they didn't ask him to do too much, but so far in this game, when they've needed a bolt, when they've needed to turn things on a little bit, it's been Tommy. And Jesse Steffel's helped too. But I think Skolton's looked really good in this game.
The mix up now. I mean, Aberdeen's on their heels. They're tired for sure.
Well, they gave us a little scare at the beginning, no doubt, but 28 unanswered for the Lynx. And they have got themselves in the driver's seat here.
Weber and Rolf back deep for Aberdeen Central.
We still got plenty of time.
Corey Sorensen kicking off for Brandon Valley.
Still over 17 minutes of game left. Good kick from Sorensen at the 10.
He's got some speed, this kid here.
Weber to the left side, to the 30, to the 35. Oh, a big hit at the 32-yard line.
On the return, number 25, Chris Weber.
Nice return for Weber of 22 yards.
The kicker made the tackle. That was a nice form tackle.
On the tackle, number 81, Joey Sorensen.
Got him right in the bread basket.
Love it. Like Pat McAfee out here. Everybody talks about that Pat McAfee tackle that he had on that kick return, or the punt return. Pat McAfee was like 40 pounds heavier than that guy was, and he was taller, but still.
It's a punter.
Still a punter. Mm-hmm. Well, Aberdeen Central has got to do something here to get back into this game. And Huff's going to throw. Dumps it right. Caught. Incomplete, out of bounds. Brock Baker couldn't quite get that foot down. It was a nice catch, though.
Super nice catch. He heard footsteps, that's for sure. I like what Christensen's doing. He's throwing some blitzes. He threw a corner blitz in that time. He's blitzed from the middle. He's blitzed from the mic. He's really putting the pressure on their quarterback, and obviously he knows they're going to be throwing. So,
a great coach and a better teacher.
Absolutely.
Because he is one of the best teachers I've ever had. 2nd and 10. And a pass over the middle. Intercepted by Brandon Valley, Tellinghusen down the right side.
Boy, has the momentum changed.
Ethan Tellinghusen with the interception, and the Lynx will have the ball plus side of the field again. And that is, I think, going to be a liability for Aberdeen Central this year. If they get down like they have, and no offense to Austin Huff, because he had a really good drive to start the game, but that's just too much for him to have to bring a team back down 3 scores. That's got trouble written all over it for the Eagles.
Absolutely. He had a receiver down here in the flat, wide open, number 11, that I thought he was going to actually throw to.
Here's the handoff to Steffel. He's got lots of room to the left side, and he runs into a defender.
On the carry, Steffel for Brandon Valley. Met there by number 11, Jackson Rawls.
Jack Harvison is very upset that our quarterback got hit after the play.
2nd down and 3, Brandon Valley.
Jackson Rolfs on the hit.
Okay.
Anyway, 2nd down.
Anywho.
Second down and 3. And back into the game for the Lynx at running back is Tate Johnson. And Johnson carrying defenders to the 20. And Ciliuson's going to check out here.
Veganson at the 20. Hey, let's just put something nice together right here.
Yeah, we're getting to that point of the game where the Lynx are starting to get control. So, try a few things. Feel some things out. McCann at the bottom of your screen. I think that's Vegans out to the right.
That's just a nice
hand off to Johnson.
Johnson on the carry, number 21.
And the sophomore Quickster is near the 15.
That was a nice block by Jared Vanderbush, pulling and coming out and kicking out that end.
So it'll be 2nd and 4 from the 15.
Second down and 4.
And I don't think the Lynx are going to get too cute here. They're just, like you said, this Aberdeen Central defense looks tired, and they're hanging back on their heels. So I would just pin my ears back and go. And they're going.
Oh,
not this time for Johnson.
That was just a missed block.
Johnson on the carry.
Brock Baker blows it up. And I'm taking back everything I just said. They should have thrown the ball. They should have got fancy.
That's going to come right here. I'm looking for a nice fade route to Althoff.
Wade's calling for touchdown number 3 for Carter. And he's going to have Silius in the slot. McCann alone to the left of the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 8 from the 19. They're looking for McCann, and he's open, and it just goes through his hands, incomplete. But he did catch it on the bounce, which I think should count for something, but it does not, incomplete.
Rugby?
Yeah.
It'll be 4th down.
It'll be 4th down. We'll see what the Lynx want to do. Haven't seen Jory Sorensen come in yet.
Well, I know he can make it from this distance.
Yeah. Vegans is back in.
Looks like we're going for it.
Yes, sir. So it'll be 4th and 8.
So
2 wide receivers out to the right. It's Althoff and, I believe, McCann.
Vegans.
Play fake.
This is a great play to Vegans.
Here comes Austin Vegans.
Fast and he's tough.
Up the middle.
Oh, I think
down to the 1.
Short.
Down to the 1-yard line. Nifty call by Chad Garrow.
That's his first catch of the night.
Yep, I think we were both scratching our head, wondering why they were running the ball on 4th and 8, but it made that defender bite, and Vegans was wide open.
Sophomore, Vegans.
And he's got some size to him, too, at 5'11", 180.
He's
a bulky
fast.
wide receiver. Here's Hansen. No signal yet. Tommy Skolton wanted it, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Andrew Hansen on the carry for Brandon Valley.
Well,
I'd do it again.
I would too.
Total net for the Lynx, 137 rushing yards in this game. 2nd and goal from right around the 2.
You know me, I'm a run kind of guy, so.
They do it again, and this time he gets the money. Touchdown.
Andrew Hansen. Boy, how many different Lynx have scored tonight?
How many different?
How many?
Hansen.
Steffel, Hansen.
Althoff.
Siliuson.
McCann. Or no, it was a Silius in that.
Siliuson.
Joyce Horton in to try the extra point.
That is excellent.
34-7 Lynx.
Buck 30 left in the 3rd quarter.
Sorensen. Got it. 35-7. Brandon Valley now in the lead, and they have scored 35 unanswered. The Harry Buck team at Hague Realtors are the people to call in the Brandon Valley area for all your real estate needs. Call Harry 605-366-0221, Miriam Hackler 630-400-4860, or Susan Anderson 605-201-1087. They are your hometown team of real estate professionals. Just go to harrybuck.com to learn more about available properties in your area. Alliance Communication is the leading internet, cable, TV, and phone provider of the Brandon Valley area. Alliance Communications customers have access to 100% fiber to the home, which puts them light years ahead of most households throughout the country. We are proud supporters of Lynx TV. At the First National Bank, our student checking account is perfect for those 25 and younger. I got one more year. It provides convenient access tools like e-alerts and mobile banking while on the go. We are proud supporters of all things Brandon, including the new baseball complex, the First National Bank Field at Aspen Park, which I have been on. It is beautiful, but it is hot, which is the one drawback from turf. But not today, because it's been just beautiful here.
It is beautiful.
And good for the basketball players, too, like you said, in the 3-on-3 tournament. They're not dying in 90-degree heat, which is great.
Kyle, Aberdeen has not had a first down since their first drive.
Yep, that's right. They have not.
By number 20, Lake Turbier.
So Huff comes back onto the field. The last pass he threw was an interception. 5 of 10, 50 yards, no touchdowns, 1 pick.
Trips right for Aberdeen.
And they're going to hand it off to the right side. That's right. Weber. Not much. Did get a couple.
Weber in the carry number 25.
Tellinghusen on the tackle.
Tellinghusen and Neuenhaus, I get them two confused all the time. And they're totally
tackle
different.
Made by Ethan Tellinghusen.
Sam Lemke into the game. Going to give Noah Hofer a break. He deserves it. He's been working hard.
He's had a great game. 2nd and 10. And they're going to hand it off again. This is a better run from Weber. Get about 3 yards on that one. Isaiah Campbell on the stop.
By Isaiah Campbell, number 33 for Brandon Valley.
Brings up a long 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 5 for Aberdeen Central.
See, again, he corrects me. He must be listening to us.
What's his problem?
I don't know. We're going to have to go over there.
Nice guy, though.
Yeah.
And that will put an end
that will be the last play
to our
score. The Lynx 35,
third quarter, 35-7 Lynx. They have outscored Aberdeen Central 35-0 since the opening drive.
Sioux Falls Gorman 28, Sioux Falls Washington 13.
And we get some fireworks.
Yes, and it was I was not told about it, so it was a little spooky. The Pizza Ranch, proud supporters of Brandon Valley activities and the finest pizza in town. Bring the family for our buffet before the game or order our delicious roasted chicken or pizza after. Call 582-6322 and we will deliver to your doorstep, tailgater, or wherever you are in town. Go Lynx! The Brandon Community Foundation is a permanent charitable endowment that supports activities that improve the quality of life of all ages in the Brandon Valley area and Valley Springs. For more information, go to our website at brandoncf.org. Go Lynx. The Brandon Valley Journal is your local news source covering all 11 Brandon Valley sports every week with stories and photos. You can get all the local news in print and online. If you haven't already subscribed, do it today. Call 605-582-9999. Taco John's. Sign up for the Taco John's Rewards app on your phone for lots of deals and surprises. We have new and exciting products to choose from, and it's always made fresh just for you. All of us at Taco John's want to thank you for your business. Go Lynx.
One local score that people might be interested in is Sioux Falls O'Gorman is leading Washington 28-13.
3rd down and 5
Wow.
for the Gold Eagles.
Wow.
So Washington suffered their first loss in 3 years last week.
And just got beat up.
Wonder how long it's been since they went back to that same play, Kyle.
Yep.
One where he picked it off. 11 was wide open.
11, Jackson
Now this time it works out. Jackson Rolfs does make the catch, and it's a first down for Aberdeen Central. Their first down since very early in the first quarter.
Good enough for a Golden Eagle first down. Ball spotted at the 40-yard line.
And USD won earlier today. I believe South Dakota State. Is that a final?
I don't know if it's a final.
Not a final, but they are in control. And they played Montana State last year, and that was Chase Vinatieri. The kicker had a touchdown that proved to pretty much win them the game. They won that game 27-24. They've had a much easier go of it this time.
It's still one of the best college football games I've.
Huff down the right side, incomplete flag.
Yeah, You got to go for the
Pass
ball.
intended for number 9, Brock Baker.
A little bit of handsy action going on down the right sideline, and this will give Aberdeen Central another first down. Good game going on between Clemson and Texas A&M. Clemson leading 28-20.
The winner of the yard line, Chad Ray. Chad Ray, you were the winner of
Jimbo.
the yard line.
Florida down against Kentucky. Kentucky leading 14-10 about midway through the third quarter.
That don't break my heart.
No, it doesn't break mine either.
After the penalty, ball spotted at the 45-yard line. First down and 10.
I don't think there are too many high school games going on tonight. There are a few. There's one in Sioux Falls, as you said, O'Gorman leading 28-13. Can't think of the last time Washington's lost back-to-back games.
Yeah.
Minnesota still leading Fresno State 10-0. Here's the handoff to Weber.
Just
Chris Weber in the carry, number 25.
They might get one or two.
Yeah, they give him about a yard.
Tackle.
Maybe about a yard and a half, and it'll be second
Also,
and 9.
Noah Hofer. Short gain on that play.
10-0 Gophers, but Fresno State is driving. And Fresno State is no slouch, scoring 79 points last week against Idaho. Yeah.
79 points?
Yep. They're no slouch. Won one game 2 years ago, 10 last year. Coach P.J. Fleck saying that they got Big Ten caliber talent over in Fresno. Here's a pass to the left side, caught by Jackson Rolfs, but he's not going to get much.
On the reception, Jackson.
In fact, he might not even got back to the line of scrimmage.
They're going to give him one, Kyle, it looks like.
Well, all right.
On the stop, number 53, Tanner Neuenhaus.
Neuenhaus on the tackle for the Lynx. Called his name plenty today. Not too often that Aberdeen Central has gotten past our front line of defensive linemen. And that's a sure tackling group. Third and 8. Under 10 to play here.
Stack receivers. That's
Pass
Washington
is caught.
ran against us. He's going to be well short. He's 4 yards short still, 3 yards short.
Jackson Rolfs again, who has gotten a majority of the receptions.
They got to go for it.
Yep.
Tackle made by Hanson and Campbell for Brandon Valley.
Huff, 7 of 13, 58 yards.
The first down, be fourth down and 3 for Aberdeen Central.
Check that, 8 of 14, 63 yards, and an interception in the third quarter. Don't mean to scare anybody, but Aiden Lloyd is getting loose on the sideline. Speaking of bullpens, not sure who the pitcher was, but we just about had a perfect game tonight at Target Field. Kansas City Royals, Kansas City Royals pitcher had a perfect game through 7. Not sure what happened. The Twins did end up scoring a run, but Royals did win that game 4-1. Timeout, Aberdeen Central on 4th and 3. And they don't really have much of a choice. McKinney Olson Insurance. Steve Tripp and the team at McKinney Olson is a proud supporter of Lynx TV. We are your longtime local insurance agency, and we will go to the extra mile to gain your trust and give you peace of mind that we have you covered. The Brandon Valley Area Chamber of Commerce is a proud sponsor of Lynx TV. The Chamber of Commerce is dedicated to help speak for and support local businesses. A strong local business community is vital for the positive growth of the Brandon Valley area. So remember, when you buy Brandon, you support all things local. Go Lynx. Shoneman Construction specializes in residential and commercial construction, serving the Brandon Valley area for 40 years. They truly are builders of reputation to give Stan. They truly are builders of reputation. Give Stan a call, 605-366-7842, for all your construction needs. And, of course, Brandon Valley Athletic Boosters Club are proud supporters of all Brandon Valley athletic programs, including Lynx TV. Go Lynx. And that is a final at South Dakota State.
45-14.
It's a good win for them. They were down 7-0 against Iowa State. Iowa State got scared and decided to cancel the game.
Yeah.
which is understandable.
Good way to spin it. I like it.
Yeah, if they can't play, it seems like a forfeit to me from the home team.
4th and 3.
Here is Huff.
He's going to go down. Oh.
And they tried to throw it. Neuenhouse was there. Kroenke was there.
That was an excellent play by Neuenhouse.
And it's Lynx ball.
Ball will go over on downs to the Lynx. Ball spotted at the 45-yard line. First down and 10.
I can't begin to say how impressed I've been by this Lynx defense. Even if you consider their first drive, which, again, was helped by a PI that kept the drive alive. And it took them 4 downs from the 1-yard line to score.
Yeah, we've had a couple of pass interferences tonight.
Skolton's still in there. Handoff, Jones. That's not Jones.
Pete Johnson.
Johnson. I watched Indiana Jones last night. That's why that happened.
Oh, Muchel Knaus is in now.
Hey, lady, you call him Dr. Jones.
Tackle made by number 51, Mason Thompson, for the Golden Eagles.
Nothing on that? It's a good movie.
Well, absolutely.
It was a good movie back in 1986, but still good now. 2nd and 5. And a handoff up the middle. Spinning away is Much Knaus. A couple of nice returns for the Lynx so far.
Dylan Stabner with the tackle.
Caden Johnson coming back in.
Ball spotted at the 49-yard line of the Golden Eagles.
Siliuson in.
3rd down and 4.
And
Vegans coming out. Pretty underrated play by Vegans in the 3rd quarter. Excellent play to move the chains.
I think he's an excellent 400 runner in track, too.
Oh, yeah.
I think so.
Take your word for it. I'll have to come to a track meet this year.
Should.
Maybe we could do it for Lynx TV. Handoff to the right side for Johnson.
Close.
And that's going to be very, very close. I think he's going to be just a little bit short.
A little bit.
Well, I'd give it to him, but I'm an idiot.
We got an injury, too,
by
here.
Johnson. Officials timeout.
Yeah, officials timeout for an injury.
Can't tell who it is, if it's an Aberdeen player or... Well, if it is, it's Tate. It's got to be Tate Johnson. And he's up.
Yep.
Nope, nope. It's Harvison, isn't it? And he's going to have to sit out a play, and it's 4th down, and he's a senior anchor of that line, too. Boy, I don't like to see that. Looks like he'll be all right.
Looks like the Lynx are going to punt. Already up by 4 scores.
Number 81, Joyce Hornson. Back deep, number 11, Jack Rolfs.
Well, for a second, it looked like Aberdeen was going to go after it, but it kind of backed off.
Nope, not much pressure. Sorensen gets it
Nice
away.
high punt. Fair catch called for.
Hey, good punt to the 15.
Fair count by Jackson Rolfs.
Jackson Rolfs, who's really been just about everywhere on the field for Aberdeen Central. He's really the only bright spot.
Looks like we're putting in some subs now.
Yeah.
See Braden Dibdahl.
Yep.
Looks like he's taking the spot for Parker.
Some future Lynx. Well, they're there now. I mean, obviously, they're present Lynx.
That's right.
That's how things work. You're in the present. Things are happening in the present. I'm sure all of you know that. First down from the 16 after a good punt by Sorensen.
It's a good young prospect out here, Jackson Hilton, number 85.
Yeah, he got a little bit of playing time already in this game.
Yeah, he'll do good things for BV.
The handoff to Weber.
Boy, I don't know if anybody's listening to us tonight, Kyle, or watching. It seems like everybody's here.
I know. This is a great crowd. Usually not, usually a lot of black and orange in the first game as we've had the last 2 seasons
I would
before
love to
this
see that
as
game
Washington.
I would love to see us play them middle of the season.
Yeah. We always get stuck with them at the beginning of the year. And for some reason, the last few years, the Lynx have just been a team that gets better as the season goes on.
Absolutely. That's why I'd like to play them a little bit later. Maybe 3rd game, 4th game.
I would like to see them in Vermilion. Hand off to the right side. Weber, nice run.
He is quick.
Something tells me that Sioux Falls Roosevelt will be making a very strong case to be there. Again, all the Sioux Falls teams pretty solid. We're not sure about the O'Gorman score with Washington right now, but last we heard it was 28-13 O'Gorman. And Wade, we talked about it. Like I said earlier, I can't remember the last time Washington's lost back-to-backs. It's been a long, long time.
I can't believe our statistician over here doesn't know the answer.
Yeah, well, he doesn't really care, so. Huff throws it, and it is caught for a first down to the 45-yard line. We just talked about him, tackled on the play by Jackson Hilton. As Baker makes the catch to the 46 as we're under 6 minutes to go. Midway through this 4th quarter. Game started out with a little bit of a scare as Aberdeen Central looked like they were taking control, but the Lynx grabbed it back, used some mistakes for Aberdeen Central, and now lead 35-7. Here's a pass to the outside, and it is caught. And a missed tackle down the right sideline goes Brock Baker, and he's going to be across midfield, out of bounds, past the 30.
Tackled by Lake Trevere.
They got another Trevere, huh?
Another Trevere, imagine that.
Oh, man. I didn't know if we had enough agricultural land for another one. I would never, ever say that, though. I would never say that on the air. I turned my microphone off. Didn't I?
I think you did. Okay. Nobody heard it.
Oh, boy.
Ignore it.
First down and 10 for Aberdeen Central from the 29. Clock stops as he went out of bounds. Here is Weber. And he is hit hard after a gain of a couple.
I do know that Cade traveled last week.
Did he?
Yep.
Good. Yeah, Cade and I umped actually a few times this year. A couple of the games were at the new stadium, which is gorgeous, First National Bank field. And he said, I was kind of like, well, you're redshirted. And he says, yeah, but, there is a chance that, that can get pulled, I think, after 3 or 4 weeks. And he's just such a talented player. He needs to still get bigger. I know that sounds crazy when you see him in a football uniform, but he's got to bulk up a little bit, which I'm sure he has. But he's going to be a useful. Yeah, he's going to be a useful asset for the Jackrabbits. As Huff just dumps it off. Nice play. Waited for the defender to get out of the way. Pass was caught. Stavener makes the catch.
Tackled by Ryan Barker.
Tackle made by Hilton.
Jackson Hilton.
Getting to know these
85.
young Lynx defenders out here who will be someday running through the tunnel as starters. But for now, we're just getting to know them. And that's Sam Lemke coming back into the game.
He is a big kid.
Yep. Also on the front line for the Lynx, Isaac Rodriguez. He is a junior. 325-pound defensive tackle, getting some time here. Here's a pitch out to the right side. Weber, he's got the corner.
He is fast.
Man, you and I are in sync.
Yeah.
We could finish each other's sandwiches. I'm hungry.
I am too.
You had a hot dog at halftime.
Yeah, that didn't quite do it.
That's a beautiful new concession area. How many years has that new concession spot been there? 2? This is the second year?
I think it's the second year.
Yeah, looks great.
This whole field, this whole complex, this lighting system. I mean, it's hard for me to believe that this place is lit up with 4 lights.
Looks great.
Oh, it's
little full, a lot of sap. First and goal for Brandon Valley.
Quarterback sneaky caught us off guard on that.
And Huff's going to push the pile up the middle across the 5.
Keeper by number 5, Austin Huff.
Oh, they called it. They're giving it to him.
And he is into the end zone. That's a touchdown.
Aberdeen Central.
And it looked like he was well short, but he must have reached out.
The referee on this side marked him about the 1 yard line.
The quarterback on the keeper for the Eagle touchdown.
He must have the over in this game.
He probably does.
That's illegal. Can't bet on high school sports. Believe me. I've tried.
Oh, is that right?
No, officer.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot you were a cop.
And Tyler Cooley goes extra point is
Extra
good.
point is good.
And your PigSkin 18
So with 3:35 to go in the game, Aberdeen Central does get on the board in the second half. It's a scoring sandwich right now. Aberdeen Central scored first, and then the Lynx scored 35 straight. And now Aberdeen Central with just under 4 minutes to go.
PigSkin Classic chairs this year.
Get into the end zone. It's a 21-point game.
I know Clayton's on the field over here by Mr. Telcott. Where's Peggy? Let's give him a round of applause. This is a big...
They do. The Booster Club just knocks it out of the park.
Yes, sir.
Every year. The money raised and the things that these kids benefit so much. I wish I would have went to the dodgeball tournament last night. I heard that.
Yeah.
Was
They had dodgeball on ESPN2 the other day. My dad and I were watching it. They got cornhole. I say that they should.
Cornhole.
I say they should on ESPN2 whenever there's dodgeball. They should get. I don't remember the other guy's name, but the 2 actors from the movie Dodgeball. Jason Bateman was one. I can never remember the other guy. He was Bill Lumberg on Office Space.
Oh,
but
yes.
their names were Cotton McKnight and Pepper Brooks. And if they ever do a tournament, they absolutely should hire those 2 in character.
You are a wealth of information.
I'm just a weird guy, man. There's a flag. I think this kick went out of bounds. Second time that's happened for Aberdeen Central.
And I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what I don't know what the point of it is. I can't quite. If they're just trying to land it in that empty space and have somebody fast streak down and get it, they're.
With all due respect to Aberdeen Central, maybe they just don't have a great kicker. I don't know.
He put one in the end zone.
Yeah, that's true. He did. So they must be trying to. Yeah, they must be trying to get it to somebody.
Yeah.
Aiden Lloyd in at quarterback.
Sophomore.
Another sophomore.
Tall. Good arm.
Yep.
Very athletic.
A couple of brothers, Austin and Colin, both played football here. And I did actually see him earlier. See his mom down there as well in the Lloyd sweatshirt.
First down and 10.
Luke Wickersham's in the game.
Yep. First down for the Lynx.
Muchel Knaus.
Mooch Knaus with the handoff to the left side. To the 40. Nice run.
To carry Mooch Knaus for Brandon Valley.
Aiden Swift, a sophomore as well. He comes into the game now. Levi Pfeiffer also into the game. Adrian Bain checks out, junior tight end. Carson Mashlin at the bottom of your screen. I formation, first down.
Oh,
and a fumbled handoff, but I think the Lynx did fall on it. And it'll stay Lynx possession. Actually, they might have gotten a yard out of that for Aiden Swift, who immediately checks out.
Things are going right. Stuff like that happens.
Yeah. 2:34 left.
Where are the Lynx next week?
I don't know.
Oh,
what do I look like, Randy
City.
Marceau?
They are in Rapid City.
Oh, boy.
And then I think we're home against Roosevelt.
That is going to be a tough one. Here's a nice run to the left side, and getting loose is Mooch Knaus across the 40 and out of bounds near the 35. Boy, he's a good athlete too, isn't he?
Excellent. He's super. I came up a few times last year and watched the freshmen play, and
you need to get a life.
I know. I got to do something.
Ball spotted at the Golden Eagle
I put my arm around his shoulder right now, and he looks very uncomfortable. Lynx bleeding the clock here. Aiden Lloyd out of the shotgun. And they hand it off. Much Knaus again. Another nifty run across the 35 down to the 30.
No, that's Aiden Swift.
Yep, Aiden Swift did check back in. Good call. Had the fumbled handoff, but he makes up for it there with a nice run. Gain of 7 yards on that play. And the Lynx are, if they don't run out of time, they're knocking on the door to score again.
Putting a new quarterback in, Austin Denhode.
Yeah.
He is 6'1", 150, and he's a sophomore. Under center.
Yeah, I formation for Denhood.
Oh, fumbles the snap.
And
Aberdeen
who's
might
got
have
it?
Got that.
Yep, Aberdeen Central ball. So with 1:29 to go, Denhood comes in.
Covered by Aberdeen Central.
Has a little bit of trouble with the handle. And Aberdeen Central is going to take this one over, but at this point, doesn't make too much of a difference because it looks like Brandon Valley is going to hold on and win this game.
Central will take over
Buck 30, Buck 29.
First down and 10.
Well, this is a good win for us. 2 in
Yep.
a row.
Yep.
Start stringing some together here.
A lot of nerves on PigSkin. You know,
field. Hey, I'm glad I got to call the first game on the new turf.
That's right.
Sorry,
and it was an
Ken.
honor having you. He's done great. This has been a lot of fun. And a timeout for Aberdeen Central. I'd like to thank our sponsors, the Harry Buck team at Hague Realtors, Alliance Communication, First National Bank, the Pizza Ranch, Brandon Community Fund, the Brandon Valley Journal, Taco John's, McKinney Olson Insurance, the Brandon Valley Area Chambers of Commerce, Brandon Valley Area Chamber of Commerce, Schoeneman Construction, and the Brandon Valley Athletic Booster Club, who we just talked about a few minutes ago. What a job that they have done again. Another extremely successful.
I think it kicked off at like 7 o'clock. They had a run or a 5K or something. It started at 7. I mean, these volunteers that have been up here all day long, I mean, hats off to them, yes. I mean, but it's the people like that that make the things that we have so great here at Brandon Valley, and our administration, our staff, and all them guys.
Another shout out to Joel and Connie Paulema, who work the clothing area. They've been selling clothes all day, pigskin shirts.
Spirit wear.
Yep, spirit wear. Anything you could think of. They're going to be here every home game. So, yep, they've been out here since about 6 a.m., so thanks to them. I'm sure Joel will have a beer when he gets home, and he deserves it.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot of
no
tired
high school
boosters.
kids, though.
No, there's going to be a lot of tired Booster Club players.
Yeah.
Booster Club parents tonight, that's for sure.
And they deserve it because they've done a great job. And it's ended with a win this year, which is good.
And I was told, too, that our girls soccer team is rated #1 right now.
Are they? That's good. Their defense, I do some of the games. I do what Bob does during the soccer games generally. And their defense, if I can notice it in a soccer game, then you know it's true because their defense is relentless.
I know
very
they
good.
Got a senior girl named Morgan Thompson, I guess.
Yes.
She's a defender, and I've heard really good things about her. I'm going to try to get there Tuesday night.
Yep, I should be there. Devin Jones, Chris Weber handoff to the right side. That'll be a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be third down
28, Alex
as we trickle down to under a minute to go.
Third down and 2 for Aberdeen Central.
The Lynx are going to hold on here and win 35-7, scoring 35 unanswered after Aberdeen Central took the 7-0 lead. And they're going to hand it off again, and it's a first down run. And I believe that's Weber again, and he gets across midfield to the 45.
Trying to make it look respectable.
You got a game MVP tonight there, Wade?
Boy,
it's been a team effort tonight.
You know, and that's a good problem to have, to be honest. You know, you could give it to Thomas Skolton, you could give it to Jesse Steffel, you could give it to Altoff, a couple of great catches. You could give it to the whole defensive front four.
Bob Logan.
Bob Logan, let's throw Bob in there.
Yeah.
Paul Burnt,
I guess. If you think it's necessary. But, yeah, I think the defensive front definitely deserves a big shout-out because they have been great today. New quarterback in as the pass to the left side. they're going to call it incomplete. Avery Bad Moccasin in at quarterback, a sophomore.
Sophomore. They got him too.
Don Weigel, incomplete.
Stuffle, 14 rushes, 130 yards, average 9.3, one touchdown, 30-yard longest.
Yep. Very quiet, 130 yards too. 6 seconds to go. This will be the final play of the game. Got those for Althoff as well? Didn't have a catch in the second half.
7 catches, 115, 16.4 average, 2 touchdowns. Longest was 25.
Here we go. Last play of the game.
And he's going to get
Bad
sacked.
Moccasin is stuffed to end the game at the 45-yard line.
0's on the clock, Kyle.
Nathan Ehune.
So Brandon Valley christens the field to win. Very first one. New field.
Yeah. And like we said, a great way to start this season. There come the fireworks again, scaring the you-know-what out of everybody up here. Once again, thank you very much to the Harry Buck team at Hague Realtors, Alliance Communication, the First National Bank, Pizza Ranch, Brandon Community Foundation, the Brandon Valley Journal, Taco John's, McKinney Olson Insurance, Brandon Valley Area Chamber of Commerce, Schoeneman Construction, and the Brandon Valley Athletic Booster Club. We'll dive deep quickly here in just a couple of seconds, then we'll get out of here.
Yeah, I want to give a shout-out to my son out in Spearfish, South Dakota, is watching the game. I just got to say, it's been a while since I've seen him. So
that's great.
Isn't the internet great?
Oh, are you kidding me? We always have good numbers for Pigskin as well. And I've heard a couple people have reached out to me during the game and said that they were listening, so thank you very much to all of you guys. A lot of Brandon Valley alum that can be found, right in this area, Sioux Falls, Midwest, sometimes somewhere else, sometimes somewhere around the country. That's the best part. Anybody, anywhere can check us out and listen to us. Ken McEwen, like we said, will be back next week. So just quickly, we talked about the stats a little bit, but Tommy Skolton, I thought he had a great game. 12 of 19, 168, 3 touchdowns. Didn't really have to do anything in the second half.
No.
14 carries, 130 yards for Jesse Steffel. Althoff, 7 catches, 115 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And like we said earlier, South Dakota State wins, USD wins. Last I checked, Gophers were winning. Haven't gotten anything back on that O'Gorman score. 28-13 is the last we have heard. But that one, knowing Washington, will absolutely go down to the wire. Once again, your final score. Brandon Valley Lynx 35, the Aberdeen Central Eagles 14 on edition 18 of the Pigskin Classic as we end the beginning of year 3 of Lynx TV. For Wade Ellis, I'm Kyle Roque. Have a good night. Thank you.